turn on some music and grab my dice tray and my iPad. And then we'll wait for Dallan to set up and Cari to get back.
Pop out the cam window. Log into Roll20.
Ilford was surprisingly lively today.
Oh, heck yeah.
Turn on Rob stream.
Okay. I'm gonna have to turn that down over here because my volume stuff is broken again.
Close Minecraft.
I had a Windows update that fucked my sound settings again. It's fun.
And we're live! Welcome everyone to today's episode of Will Mesh Die. Place your bets.
Are we live? I need to mute for a second.
We're live. Oh, there we are. Every time I go into Roll20, I have to find where we are. I have lots of
Zoom out.
I did.
Zoom in.
I'm saying I have to do it every time now. Before you
Yeah, it doesn't remember. It never does.
did earlier on. Or maybe just maps were just that small. I don't. Mesh, I got the Toga Taekwondo. Whoop!
Nice.
I got some, Rob, congrats. I really want that one. I really want that one.
Huh?
You said you got the Droba Hundo?
Yeah, me and Cakes built them today.
Nice.
I spent 1.3 million dust on Ultra League. I'm so annoyed.
That's nothing. I spent 1.5 and I'm winning.
I'm doing okay. I went up a little bit. Slow and steady.
I'm just giving you a hard time, though, Mesh. Of course, you know I don't care. I don't like it when you lose. Okay. Everyone. Back streets back. All right.
He's been singing that all week.
It's because I can eat again, so I'm back again. You know.
Very nice.
Yes. Food gives you life.
Life needs food to live.
I was trying to
I figured Mesh was the only one that was going to appreciate
down
that.
that road. I wasn't trying to be. No, never mind.
Okay. Well, I just need to get my stuff together.
I'm starving. Apologies
For the time being, I will just set up with D20s and we should be ready to go.
How is everyone?
Okay.
Very tired.
Alright.
Oh, what's it? The code again? Oh yeah.
Oh, me and CJ are gonna watch your name later on tonight.
Good.
Is everybody
Shall
ready
we
to play?
Da.
No, one sec.
Duh.
Da. Da. Okay.
How am I okay. I'm sort of ready. I just have to open up the things.
According to this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players, including myself, in Roll20.
Yeah, I'm in.
I will.
Hi, Dad.
You know what?
I'm
Fuck
in.
it. I'll do the preface later once you guys get where you need to be. Okay.
I'm where I need to be
I know, fuck you.
right now. I'm here.
And then
Oh, you turned Chef's camera around. What you have to do? Turn around yourself. I don't know.
Was it the wrong way?
It's vertical now.
It was.
Is that the right or wrong way?
Well, you
Now
had
it's
a
the right
vertical
way.
camera on its side instead of having a landscape camera. Actually, just in Discord, I don't know how to do that. I haven't actually done that. So,
Well.
all right, let's get into it. Welcome, Songs of Summer and viewers, to session number 97. The players are fastly approaching approximately 400 hours inside of this campaign.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
Please don't number us.
Despite the numbers of the players racking
What?
up, the numbers of the players' characters could possibly be cracking down. They're quickly approaching the end of the campaign,
Don't do that.
but they're charting untreaded territory. They're about to embark in the middle of a glacier and walk into a city that, to their knowledge, has been untouched by time for 3,000 years. They are now in a garden, taking a long rest in a magically enchanted orchard with a dryad inside of a glacier that they opened up with a magic book. Racing against time and even a lesser god on their tail with an undenounced time that may be coming soon. They bedded down for a long rest, and before waking, a secret had been revealed to an unknown entity. Refreshes spells, some levels of exhaustion, potentially some madness, and all of their hit points returned.
Yeah, Jodie, we have our hit points and our strength back.
The
You muted.
So,
the
how did we get it back?
you have to
Sorry, I
go
wasn't
and
muted.
adjust the thing where it says that all of your
Manually.
manual hit points that
Oh, do I?
your hit point reductions, so you can reset that to 0.
Oh man, okay.
Now I'm ready to go.
Can I have done one thing in my?
One more thing, and then I'll get to that. As they wake, shudder down all of the players' spines at varying moments in the morning as the constant reminder that there is still a vampire on the loose that has their scent and their taste fresh in his mouth. The players begin to embark for their journey for the day. Mesh.
Oh, mostly magic.
During my watch, could I have refilled one of my vials of poison with the jugs?
Yes.
Cool. 3 out of 3.
Mesh, which way is the ring pulling?
Where's my ruler? It's pulling that way.
Try
I
out.
guess we go that way.
Oh, good morning, everyone. Oh, that was much needed. Feel like I got the worst of it back there.
Are you leaving?
Morning, yes. Good.
Dryad
Anyways.
awakens from one of the trees, kind of just phasing through it as if it weren't even there, but you can hear the creaking and groaning of the tree. Parting so soon.
Oh, that.
I might have Bear watch your grove for a little bit.
I see.
We promise we'll be back for you.
Who knows? Maybe there'll be more of you farther on. If we can lift the curse, then we can chill together.
If it helps. If we succeed, we will have a great many people to come, or you can go to them. Winter will be lifted.
You gotta have a little faith here. Come on. It's gonna be okay.
Don't be.
Oh. We're
Paradise awaits.
not lying to you. You're not gonna be alone forever.
Paradise awaits with effort.
You have the pears.
We
Yes.
do.
Have pairs.
Just remember this. You can't be freed unless we go. Kind of a counterintuitive thing, but if we can go and leave you, we can free you.
We need to do
That's what
Well,
she
yeah.
said. Now let's get our bottoms in gear. It is cold and these trees are not getting any younger.
What?
You heard me. Let's go.
I don't understand.
All right.
Alright. I get in the lead, I guess.
All right. I'll take my complimentary second position.
I will look at the map and work out what's going on.
I think I just saw someone else's torch. My bad.
I will be gladly taking the rear. Thank you very much. These old bones
Oh,
don't
you're standing next
have
to
any
me.
sort of.
Why can't I see the map?
Oh, by the way, be prepared to see those little gremlins with one eye, because they were sneaking around us.
Gremlins, schmemlins, they didn't
Oh.
bother us. They won't.
There's one eye.
They're like a nest of bees. Don't bother them. They
They
won't bother
haven't
you.
yet.
Yes, well, whatever.
Oops, I stole someone
we-
else's torch.
Did we
Put it back
already
over here.
encounter those? I can't remember.
We haven't fought them, we just saw them.
Oh, we just saw them. Okay. I don't know
Wait,
why
I believe
can't see
you
this
saw him, did you not?
I did.
Right.
I'm gonna be, let's say, 20-ish feet ahead of anybody. Yeah.
I'll guess I'll be the one giving orders here to and from Mesh and the group. Guys, if you see me
well.
running, run in the same direction. He's in
Where's
trouble.
Velen? Oh, there's Velen. Goldie, you're, or
Sorry,
Jodie,
Dallan.
you're, not Jodie,
I had to.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
but
kind of yoinking people
I-
around.
I've only just managed to find the map.
oh, that's okay.
There you go.
Come on ahead of us.
I'm here now.
Behind you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
All right. As you guys descend the staircase, you see that it indeed does descend even further down.
Good day.
I'm like, why it's not moving?
Oop, let's scroll down.
And
Right.
Mesh, can you hold on just a second there?
Where'd he go?
This
we
tunnel,
lost-
as
Yes.
you begin to sneak down, cuts through the glacier and winds. And while the map seems to end here, the edge of this continues. I would like you all to, in your mind's eye, remove yourself from the map as we descend further down. This process feels like you just do what you just did at the very beginning when you left the orchard, over and over and over again. Winding pathways, another set of naturally formed stairs that you kind of slowly maneuver to make sure you don't fall and tumble. Some steeper, some not so steep. Some of them feel almost identical, and you begin to travel for the better part of a mile. Time elapses. The cold drops. And at one point, Chef, your scar in your chest begins to ache. A connection that once was linked somewhere. A pang of doubt and of thankfulness that it's still not there as you approach.
Boy.
At the end of the road, when things start stopping and you start leveling things out, the tunnel opens up into what looks to be a vast grotto.
Oh, thank God. Something else other than walls.
Enclosed in gleaming ice and sorry, this is not what I wanted.
How long?
The grotto is closed in a gleaming ice. Cosigned to this frozen, ancient sepulcher of a room is a vast, fantastic city sculpted by the ancient magic and illuminated in a haunting green and purple light. The lights, while making vision easy, make warmth completely absent. The city is slightly tilted on its side, and the spires of the city lean away from you as though recoiling from your very presence.
That's my foot.
You all stand atop a large causeway of a frost-covered ice stretch towards the city that looks like a giant dead frozen tongue of some hideous behemoth belching out of whose mouth you have just stepped. Welcome to the necropolis of Ythrin. At this point in the adventure, would you like to see the lit map that you can now walk into?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Let me zoom out.
Yeah, I want it.
Daddy does not want to see.
Sorry, the cat's thing inviting me. Yes.
Oh, the cat doesn't want to say it, or doesn't want you to say it.
Just a moment.
Oops.
Oh, jeez.
That's a bit better. Oh, hello.
Huh?
What is that? Feels like it's something out of the 90s.
Now,
Yeah, I kind of like that old 90s looking art style.
while this city is a really well-designed map, this is generally used for visual cues and possible locations. You will need to note that about here, I will be revealing your generic key of this. That is about how big the area is.
Wait. I didn't
There
see
is
the
a
It's
100.
on the bottom left. It's the
Oh, that. It's huge. It's enormous.
Yes, this place is massive. It is one of the largest cities of its time and is a flying city that is buried in ice.
God.
You can see the little tiny mushrooms are actually the size of light structures.
Oh,
So,
we can actually do this.
yes,
So
you can
much
actually have a
wasted
little bit
space.
there.
I don't understand feet though. How many feet is in a mile or whatever?
It doesn't really matter. We're just gonna do it with
5,280.
maps.
So stupid. Metric system's so
sorry.
much better.
I'm going to
I'm
give you
sorry,
the
I know.
map
No,
in
people
the...
still use that stupid feet and inches here as well. Anyway, don't get me started on that.
Can I just say how much wasted space is in this city? Like, come on, guys, look at all that. There's nothing on that edge and this edge.
It's half buried. It's called necropolis.
definitely wasn't.
I have also
person that
shared with
designs
you
cities.
the necropolis of Ythrin. I've also shared it in Discord so that you can enjoy the map outside of game.
Yeah, I definitely want to enjoy it outside again. It's like this.
What a cool-looking Beyblade.
Okay, now I would like you all to make your own.
Like a Beyblade.
I would actually like to request that everyone mute themselves for this, because there's a lot of things that is going to be pretty much house information for you, if you will. All right. Unless otherwise stated, when moving through the necropolis, everything is lit. Blue and purple lights are things that you can see. Inside of this area, you will have to tell me where you would like to travel. There is a chance that you do not get to your intended destination for various reasons. You will have to put your trust in me, as far as there are times when I may make you make a check that you are not actively doing, but you are not to question it, and you have to roll. Because there are things that happen in this area that do not make sense. And they will only make sense in regards to general home, not homebrew, but kind of housekeeping, like logistics, okay? So if there's a thing that I ask you to roll, you don't have to really ask why, because I can't tell you. It will just be there. There are things that I will also ask you to roll percentile dice quite often in here. Don't worry. Some of the percentile dices are benefits. Some of them are completely just random. And other times they are to determine something bad. So there's all kinds of different things. Don't worry. Like most things in this area, there are, you guys are approaching the end of the campaign. And so there will be many things that will want to hurt you and kill you. Effects of creatures, areas, locations, and even your own self will want to go against you. So, as you experience this lost city that is teeming with magic, you will have to be on your best wits to keep in here. Both, I would also venture to say that if you are being on the negative with your madness, if any of you are suffering from madness, to please take that into consideration as you do actions and stuff that you will need to tiptoe very lightly, because if you make a decision that's based off of just your madness as being a roleplay decision, you could very well cost everyone their lives. So be aware that your decisions are not just in game, but also your decisions will affect other people's fun. So be sure to balance those things accordingly. You will uncover many things here. It is important to understand that it is very likely you will not find everything. There are places that are marked on the map as things that you will explore that I have written content for, and there are things that I have not written content for, but you have no idea where they are. That is the beauty of this place. Because of that, I would like to request that you guys be very responsible with appropriate map taking techniques, which means just use the please use your mice and the map itself to mark it up with things. Make sure you know how to delete the lines before you draw them, and use colors of things that you can see, and use the text tool if you would like to name things different things. Okay, I don't want you guys to get lost in here. There's a lot of places you guys will need to keep track of where you want to go and things you want to visit and stuff you want to take note of. Let's see here. And with that, I will mention the last thing, which is where you are right now. Green and purple lights cast an otherworldly glow upon the frost-draping silent city. There are clawing spires, broken domes, and steeples leaning at odd angles surrounding a massive central citadel. At the foot of your causeway, way down, touching the city, a giant statue lies prone, motionless, and its surfaces gleaming with the rime itself.
Does this statue look similar to the statue we saw before?
You are about 500 feet away from it.
Oh, yeah. It was just a giant statue, so I just wanted to see how much we could see.
Isn't that other statue just a head?
That's true, it was just the head. I think we
But
saw
they-
an arm.
Rob, is this like a tilt where we can see parts of the city so we have like an idea which direction to go? And also, where's my ring pointing?
Excellent question. Let me change this to need this is good. This is why I needed to do some more reading because I couldn't quite decide where that was going to be.
I know that
If you
we're
want.
supposed to... Go ahead.
If you want to like tell me that later once you think about it or remember something, that's fine.
I think I would like to keep in mind as I'm going into this city that the weather control thing that I believe to be the weather control thing, whether it is or not, I believe it to be something that's like the sun. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out for anything that's glowing brighter and larger than anything else.
We are also looking for the library, which the talking head kind of pointed us to. So any indication on where that would be helpful.
There's no way to know those pieces of information based off of anything that you are thinking of that you would like to look for. You will have to tell me based off of the map where you would like to navigate.
Could I? Sorry.
I was just gonna say, as of now, I probably can't see anything that's like a glowing sun from here, can I?
I will just leave you up to look at the map, and if you see something that you would like to go to, that is what you can see.
That's
Okay, so we just have to figure it out.
Big glowy thing in the middle.
That's really far though, isn't it? That's like that's a mile.
Really far.
No.
That's almost a mile if you're saying there's over 1,000.
I think we've already traveled about that 1,000 times over coming here.
So
could I do a perception check for any obvious movement that we may or may not be able to see from here?
would we be able to see that from there?
Big buildings, I'm just trying to see, might be a library.
I'm interested in big dome over here on the top, and then orchard over there.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the orchard as well, because I'm curious as to how those trees are growing here.
Can we see all of this like from our vantage point here, Rob, or is it like partially?
Yeah, I guess the question is, what can we see?
I'm sorry, I'm still trying to answer the rain question. Give me a moment.
Oh, okay.
The rain question.
Because if we can't see anything from here, I think the ring would be the first choice we would go.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
The ring.
Oh, yeah, his couple's ring.
Ring of partnership.
Wait, what couple's ring? I feel like I've missed an episode or something. What is that?
We found it in the tower, the upside down tower, and it points to where the other ring is.
There's two rings, they point to each other. One of them was in the tower we went to previously.
The others rule them all.
What? I just don't remember that.
I didn't acknowledge that immediately, but nice. I was just looking them up like somebody said. Reference. Okay, got it. Got it.
Okay, there's a possible option I have for you here. I'm sorry guys. I didn't get a chance to do all the prep for this. Just give me 1 second.
So good.
I just circled and pinked the place that I want to go.
Oh, Cari, how do you draw something on and then erase it? I don't know how to do that.
You have to select it, so you would left click and drag the blue to select the thing you've drawn, and then click delete.
Cool.
You make sure you're changing the tool you're using on the top left. So if you are selecting, use the cursor. For selecting, you use the cursor and the brush for the drawing.
Brush for drawing. It says draw shape circle freehand.
Okay, we're obviously going to go to the tower, so I kind of want to see.
And we can see.
Oh, I can draw.
It's so dark.
Oh, but my one looks like trash. And then how do you raise again? You have to
select. Go back to.
Aha, here it is. Okay.
Select area, and then you have to left click and drag over, and then it'll select what you drew and you delete.
I know where it is.
Left click and drag. Left click and
I'm gonna do
like
this
you're
for the sake
selecting
of the.
something, like how you would normally
Just a moment,
select
Cari.
something.
No snapping. Mesh, as you stand where you stand, the ring points this way.
Okay.
Well, oops.
Is it possible that I can do a perception check to see if there's any obvious movement that we can see from where we are?
Here,
as I'm ahead of everybody, I'm looking for footprints and making sure that we're in track of the
Mesh
people ahead
survival,
of us.
perception, Goldie.
Perception, okay.
Left click.
Yeah, you left click, hold down. It makes
24.
a square that looks like a blue box.
19.
It happens on every computer when you're left clicking and holding your mouse down on your button, and it makes like this blue square look. Like if you're not even on the thing and you're just on your mouse screen, you just click the left button of your mouse, hold, and move your mouse, and it should have like a highlighted blue. Now do that over your circle.
Oh, okay, I got it. You got to use the other tool. I got it.
Where Breker is standing now is where the statue is.
Oh,
Just,
thank
that's
you.
FYI.
I know how to do it now. No, I can do it.
Yeah, once you know it, it's simple.
Wow, he must have sprinted there for an hour.
Wait, hold up. How long it would have taken us to get? Like, we would have taken us like 30 minutes to an hour.
He's leaped onto the city.
Isn't this rough terrain?
To go 900 feet? No.
And he's super big.
Actually, I want to stand.
What?
Is the temperature a bit lower over here, Rob?
It is sub-zero.
It's sub-zero.
Okay, I'm using the charm of the Snowwalker.
Okay, Chef, could you please go to the end of the causeway?
I used to have a whole
Rob, I got
ring.
24 on my
I would like everyone to go to the end of the causeway. We'll resolve all this. Mesh, go ahead and give me a roll.
19.
Okay.
Oops. Oh god, how do I undo that?
I accidentally deleted myself.
You do the left click, drag, select, delete.
If you delete yourself, you can find yourself in the journals and drag yourself
But you have to go back
in.
to select tool with the arrow.
I deleted my whole self. Oh no. Okay, I'm back. I'm huge. And I'm back.
You're welcome.
I'm much bigger than everyone else. Oh, no!
Okay. Is this everyone except for Valen, right? Yeah. Chef, would you like Bear to be a part of this? Map or no?
Bear is gonna stay back at the entrance to the caves. I'm gonna tell him to just keep an eye on our back.
Okay, could you just put Bear at the edge of the causeway for me? And then I'll shrink him down later. That's just what shows that we're not there. Okay. I'll resolve these things while you do that. First of all, tracks. Was a 19 survival track. There does seem to be tracks going both up and down the causeway. Once you get down at the edge of the causeway, there seems to be tracks that fan out, both in and out of the city. And they do look to be boot-shaped. Probably not. With a 19, I'd say it's probably too hard to tell with the variation in the sizes of the boots, which race it is, or even if it's a medium creature or a small creature or a large creature. Hard to tell. Probably not something very large, but definitely between medium and small would be your best guess. The rest of it is too hard to tell because it's either ice or streets, and you cannot track footprints anymore. After the causeway ice and rime has kind of subsided, there does not seem to be any indentations in the magical stone that you find yourselves in at. Goldy, you notice there is a lot of what looks to be moving shadows off in the distance. Nothing nearby, but throughout the city, there does seem to be lots of movement. And anytime you follow your eyes to catch a shadow, it stops moving.
Guys, we are not alone.
So like this.
As you reach the edge of the causeway, because we have somebody who has gone there first, Breker. You see a large target towering over the size of your bear at full height. A headless creature that looks to be made out of a statue at the end of the causeway. Let's see here. How do I describe this? 1 second.
A headless statue, you say? I think we have an awemei where that head may be.
Our friends. Our friends that we mind.
Everybody keep in mind you ignore difficult terrain. You can see through heavily obscured snow, and you are immune to the effects of extreme cold.
For all of us?
Yes.
Nice.
For 24 hours. That's charm of the snowwalker.
Excuse me, there does seem to be, it doesn't look like it's missing a head, it just does not seem to have a face. It is a misshapen giant that looks like an elongated pear, basically torso-wise. It does not seem to have really any definition, but you can't see anything besides the back side of it. It looks like it had been turned to stone. Or maybe it was stone and knocked over.
Just as a heads up, because I'm so squishy and I'm the healer, I cast Death Ward on myself.
Okay, mark that, Cari, and put a marking on your token somewhere. Or in your notes is fine.
I have it on my notes.
I relay the information you've given to me to everyone else.
As you get near the edge of this, there is another piece that you can see those spires, those little claw things on the edge. I'll say here, this little thing. This is what I'll refer to as a spire. Okay. There's a bunch of these around the map. There looks to be a stone walkway that leads to the tower that basically look like upside down claws that point inward, and the pointed roof leaning menacingly overhead. Narrow windows pierce the walls, and in some of the ones nearby, you can notice that there may be uneven numbers, like they're either lost to time, they crumbled, they broke, they're no longer there because of the city crashing, or for any other possible reason. There looks to be like these very I guess very is not the best way of saying it. I will say varying looking shaped. Kind of the best your guess is like a gargoyle, kind of like a decorative stone piece. Some of them look very human-like, some of them look very animal-like, and some of them just look very foreign to you, almost as if you're walking into an Eastern culture and you see the kind of lion, tiger, guardian statues in China in front of their buildings that are meant to be like kind of spirit guard dogs and good luck charms for businesses for the first time. Like, that's how foreign these gargoyles look to you. Just very kind of paracultural figures outside of them. Some of them cling to the eaves, and others of them you might notice there's like hands left that are just clung to it, and bodies have been shattered or lost to time, and others of them may not have wings. There also seems to be a doorway at the tower's base that gapes open in the at least the two that you can see nearby.
When you say the tower, you mean those claw things, right? Not the thing in the middle.
Here and here.
Yeah. Okay.
Size-wise, do these look like as tall as the tower that crashed outside?
It's hard for you to tell because you never got the chance to see it above the ground. Unless you're talking about the one tower that you found inside of the cave structure.
No, that felt different in shape-wise because we saw the roof of that.
Okay, no, we're all excited, but we should absolutely proceed.
I'm really excited.
Caution. Like
There's so much to look up. Goldy, it's overwhelming. There's just so much stuff there.
We go as a group. Regardless of what happens, we go as a group.
Yeah,
I'm getting excited.
definitely I have a feeling this is going to be the grave of some of us.
Well, okay, maybe Mesh, but I mean the rest of us are fine. And I think it's fine if we split up because like it's so huge.
What?
What?
No.
But
No. Do you want to die? You want to die?
I mean, not particularly, but
Yes, well,
I don't think that's gonna happen. There's nothing here. It's empty.
Loudly to Vanvalor, you see Velen kind of lean over and say, "But what if we want some of us to die? Should we just let her do her thing?"
Van's just like.
Maybe Cal doesn't hit it or chooses not.
I'm gonna be about 20
Maybe I
feet
choose
ahead.
the party where there will be the most survivors. What does that sound like, Vanvalor?
Let me just say that
That's my
I have a limited
party.
amount of healing.
That'll be the one with you and me.
And if you do
Damn
things
straight.
stupid, that will jeopardize people.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Might
Okay,
not hit.
Devi's in my party, and then my party is going to go to my party.
Vanvalor party
I'm
is the
already
party that
ahead.
don't stop, so I'm going with that one.
We are
I'm
not
already ahead,
going.
signaling.
We're not
I'm already
going in
ahead.
parties. We are going together as one.
Wait, who made you the leader?
That's what the leader just said. What are you talking about?
Why are you calling him the leader with he just agrees with what the
case.
leader just said?
Yeah.
No, but he did it.
Did you just call me a leader, villain?
I did not.
Well,
Correctly speaking.
but indirectly.
Oh, I just realized you couldn't see me winking. I have a patch. She just grins.
Well, I appreciate
I'm already 15 feet ahead.
Mesh?
Signaling
Mesh,
them.
what did we just say?
Signaling them to come.
Mesh, do you
Mesh
want
goes
me
off
to
by
remind
himself
you
all the
if
time.
you
He doesn't get
the-
told off. Why do I get told off and Mesh doesn't get told
I
off?
just told him.
We are literally
I'm
telling you
following the
right
ring.
now.
Following the ring. And
Breker shakes the bag of holding with our diamonds in it and says, "The resurrections are going this way."
I'm like,
We don't have enough diamonds yet for it, unfortunately.
Not yet. Okay, we might
I think
find
we have
some.
one big one. I think we have
We
one
have
big
one.
If we split
And
up,
we have a scroll
have-
also,
Did I
so we
say
can do
three?
two technically.
Oh, yeah, scroll, yeah.
if we split
Yeah, we
up,
can
we
do two.
increase our chances of finding more diamonds and gold.
No.
Gold. And I'm looking at I'm looking at Breker and going, gold. We split up, we can find.
Mesh, hopefully you are not too far away from hearing my voice. If you are, get the fuck back. Which way are you
Yeah.
headed?
I'm following the ring. And I'm
Okay.
15 feet ahead. I'm not too far, 15 feet.
Everyone follow Mesh and
Stealthing
stay
ahead.
alive.
I'm gonna go with Mesh. I think I need to.
Natural 20 on the stealth.
Better zoom in.
That's a
Before
32.
anything happens, Mesh, I just want to remind you that you are the first person off of the causeway.
Oh,
Secondarily, again,
I can't
as you can
move my
tell
character.
here, the causeway is going down.
Mhm.
The city is not flat, but tilted dangerously like this.
Okay.
We're talking, this is like, you guys have ever gone down like, or tried to walk down like a grassy knoll or a hill that's like very angled?
This
That's
is
basically what you're attempting to do. And not only is it angled down, but like it's angled twice. So like it's angled steeply this way and also this way. So when you step off, you could slide down into the city, or you could slide this way, depending on which way you go if you misstep.
Is it like a 45-degree angle? Is that what you're saying? Is that 45 degrees or something?
Yeah, I'm saying it's pretty close to about 35, 45 degrees in two directions.
If I notice the tilt, I'll probably send Blackie to find an anchor point for the ropes.
I have a question.
I will not allow that because you can see anything within 50 feet and it is just stone walkways.
Is it possible that you could slide into debris to catch your fall?
I was kind of asking a similar thing, like
Yeah, I would say that that's probably a fair assumption for both of you guys.
You have like a holy glow on you right now. It's like,
oh my god, yeah.
Holy glow.
Clearly. This isn't new, guys.
I want to ask, you know, this ground we're walking on, is that covered in like rime, or is it just like stone, or?
Most of them are covered with a light level of rime in varying degrees. That's just an assumption that you should make for every area of the city. If you zoom in on the map, you can see there's like ice coating almost everything here.
Oh, I see that.
I would say basically the places that you see the whiteness is showing that it is affected by the ice, but it doesn't mean that the place that you can't see the white isn't also affected. It just means that it's probably clear.
So would we benefit from wearing our crampons?
We haven't. We've had them the whole time.
Yeah.
We still have them on.
I slept with them.
Sleep with them on, but
I literally slept with them. That's how much I have them on.
Nice.
Would the ignore difficult terrain thing help a little bit, at least with the ice, not with the stilt?
Can you ask your question one more time, Ash, please?
The charm of the snowwalker is like ignore difficult terrain. Would that help with the ice maybe, but not with the
You know what? Yes, let's just waive that. I think that's fair. If you burn that one, then yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we won't slip, but we'll have to adjust with the tilt.
Yeah, the tilt will matter.
Okay.
We'll just say that you kind of have this natural like ice gliding ability, so if you do begin to slide, it'll just be like having ice skates on that you're good at using without really knowing that you're good at ice skating yet.
But actually, this is going to be very easy for Cal because he has sure footing, so he's not going to slip.
Please fumble, please fumble.
Alright, so I'm just gonna be following
slips and fucking dies.
Following the ring, Rob, so you just direct me towards the ring.
Okay, before you guys do anything, I can't seem to get this handout for you. One second. I'm just trying to find this.
Ow.
Okay, well, I'll just show you on my camera if you guys wouldn't mind looking while I try to search for you. This is actually... So, I talked with Cari about this ahead of time because I wanted to see her reaction to the area first. But what you guys see here in Roll20 is almost like a relatively mixed bag of like just representations of what the city might look like. Kind of futuristic, kind of old, but also modern. And then there's a bunch of like places that look like very basic rubble. This is probably a better look of what the city looks like.
Ooh.
Oh, I'll need to zoom in on that.
That is much more dilapidated looking.
Yeah, that's how I imagined it more.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I was imagining it.
That makes more
Yeah.
If you would just excuse me for a second, I can get you guys a better detailed image that you can have on your own from the source book on D&D Beyond. Just give me a second. I'll give you a link, okay?
Okay.
The city again.
And again, I just want to reinforce that again, I am not your enemy going in here. This place is crazy dangerous.
Thank you.
Pretty dangerous. Okay. So
I want you guys to have a good time. So my goal here is not to kill you, I promise.
You keep saying sorry as you slip the dagger into our heart.
Okay, I have posted
I'm
a link.
really sorry, just over and over and over again.
It will not stop when you guys get murdered, if you get murdered.
only Mesh is gonna get murdered, so that's fine.
All right.
It's true.
Okay.
Aw.
So all of that back
Funnily
to
enough,
please use the
everybody is
second
dead
image
except me.
rather than the map. Please use the second image
That's
rather than
true.
the map to decide how you will approach going in places here, because that is what this place looks like. Terrifying.
Okay.
I'm gonna also bring this up from the stream so the stream can see what it really looks like there.
Yeah, that's good.
That is scary. No
It
funny
looks
business.
so. It looks
It's
cold
hilarious business.
in a. It looks cold in a way that makes me feel lonely. You know.
Yeah.
To that end, Goldy, despite having all of your wits about you guys and having this little dispute, the second that that calm hits, you kind of all let out a little maybe nervous chuckle as you kind of joke around with Velen, and then Mesh begins to take probably the first, Mesh and I would say Breker probably take the first calculated breaths to take their first steps forward. As you all breathe in, the bone chills begin to settle, not just from the cold, because of course you have this magical charm protecting you, but just the sense of mass death that had to have taken place here. The buried thousands of people lost lives here, and the even more tragedies that probably took place for those that survived that were locked to time in this area. Begin to have that reality set in, and not only their loneliness, but your loneliness is to thinking what might happen in the coming days here.
Definitely saying a prayer for all of them. That they will find their way to their destined spot.
Not to be a downer here, but they died so very long ago. If you applied that kind of sense to everywhere else, you could say the same amount of people probably died in your village over an extended period of time.
Is that what you say when you go and walk into a graveyard, Goldy?
I think
Whatever keeps the nerves down. Yes.
okay, you know what?
You know what? That is an excellent point.
You tell
As a
yourself what
pragmatist,
you need.
I will crack out the last little bits of this arthritis as we take a steps in here. Let's go.
I would say, you know how you said there was people in here, like, can we like see like old bones and stuff? Can we
We
see?
already
Can
have.
You're literally
we can
standing next to a stone statue. That is.
Oh, I thought that was just a
smashed down.
statue. I mean, can we see like people remains?
I would
Human.
assume that we can
Already.
we can see bones of people, but in terms of the people from
If
this
you would like to
particular
look
place,
for bones, you would have to make a perception check and maybe get more investigated throughout the city, because right now you're just on a causeway.
Okay, let's go into the city then.
I'm going to pretend Cacao said that out loud. Cal, just to be clear, if we find bones, there is something more at play, because those bones should be gone by now.
Also,
Well,
Jodie,
they
thank you
were-
for the sub. You're 1 month away from your 2-year badge. Congrats.
Yay! Look how long we've been playing this game.
We already passed bones a couple times.
Yes, but
Things
they're
can be
from more recent
preserved in
times.
the snow. Same
Well,
as
I was
the,
thinking, yeah, like the rhyme would
See.
have some sort of preservation, right? Like maybe there's some mummified people we might even find.
Oh,
Mesh, where's the ring pulling us?
worrying.
Good rule of thumb not to mess with one's remains, anyways.
Somewhere here, Rob said.
That's
So.
Lynn's whole shtick. That's what she does.
I don't approve of that.
Ramesh, you
either.
do take your couple of steps out there.
Yeah, I'm ahead of everybody.
Don't try to, make this worse than it is, because I'm gonna have words with her after we're done saving the city.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sometimes I will ask you guys to roll a d20. If I ask you to roll a d20, just and I begin to give you some information, I might ask you to save the number of that roll, because I'll have to roll on a table. So just if I can have somebody or some people's, like multiple people, keep track of which of those numbers are when they come up. There's a lot of stuff for me to monitor in here, and any help that I can get would be incredible.
Okay.
Okay, Mesh, as you take your first steps here.
Yeah, I'm 15 feet ahead of at least Breker and maybe Goldy if he's following equally.
I'm still on top. I'm just waiting to see what happened to you guys.
Mesh, as you take your first footstep off of the causeway, your body begins to be pulled. And you stand on the city as if your center of gravity is aligned to the city and not to the causeway. Like
That's
gravity is
feels
right
Can
in.
we see him like that? Are you what you're saying? He's like tilted like 35 degrees.
Basically, you're looking at Mesh as if he doesn't seem to be straining to stand the way he is, like this.
So he,
Oh,
Mesh, you're standing all wonky.
cool and a
Oh.
little weird.
Do you feel wonky right now?
Vanvalor gets just a little bit
Yes.
of
I feel the gravity
Van, I'm
pulling
gonna
a
give
little
you
bit.
this for free. Because of your gravity magic, his center of gravity, you would venture to say that if he got kind of pulled off the causeway, it probably extends higher than where he is.
Okay.
So like we're talking
If he-
higher and lower, the city has got something that's dealing with it, so that as long as you're on it, verticality anywhere inside is going to be center to gravity is based off of that plane and not yours.
Because I'm presumably that's how it operated when it was up in the sky. It must have had that same thing, so you don't fall off, right? That means yes.
Wouldn't be like flying sideways.
Well,
If it's
no,
got a
but it wouldn't
bankroll
be
hard to make a
100%.
sick
It wouldn't
ass turn, bro.
100%. Like it might
It's
be.
doing
It might wobble.
some
It might
barrel rolls.
wobble.
Barrel rolls.
So my
It
first,
was when they had the
first
city v city dogfights.
so my first step was like I'm trying to like Spider-Man walk, and then I realized, oh, this feels okay.
It feels like you're crawling.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, that's
You're
Spider-Man.
like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
like no resistance. You're like, why am I crawling on the ground? And then you like stand up and kind of brush yourself up, maybe even get a little bit of like bending your knees and kind of stretching a little bit, and then you turn around and you're like internal ear gyroscope is all like, whoa, my friends are like
makes so
this.
That makes so
And I
much
do a
sense.
little hop,
Flying
and I'm like, okay, this works.
Yeah, you're very dexterous. Your hops are, you got a pretty high vert. You can
That's good
jump
hops.
and go straight down, up and down where you're standing, not relationship to where they're at all.
Okay.
You see Mesh jumping like at an angle, which is very odd.
This would be a cool image to have.
Mm.
All right. Since I'm ahead of everybody, checking for the path where those guys went and traps, and keeping an eye on where the ring is pulling.
Hmm.
Since I'm going that way.
Ring is
Don't
pulling this
venture
way.
off.
All right.
Are we going to go into that tower
Nice.
then? The one that's next to us.
Checking for traps.
He does
All
that
right.
a lot, Rob. Like,
We're going past it.
Can I go
Mesh,
in
for the
there?
sake of this, and to speed things along, you cannot really check for
Okay.
traps unless you're in like an area that you want to check for
Of
traps. You want to
structure, okay.
investigate. Yeah.
Like a door.
If you're just
That's
walking
Yeah,
around the
like
city,
the tower,
we'll just
like the
skip
tower.
it.
Let's go in. Like the tower,
Okay.
exactly. Let's go to the tower on the right. Exactly. Let's go in there.
how about we first just get onto the tilted platform first? As I say that, I'm just gonna come down.
Obviously, I mean that bit first.
One thing at a time. We're taking this cautiously.
Cal is just too excited right now.
I will tell you that by the
Temper-
time you get to the
temper that.
causeway entrance, from the entrance to the causeway, all the way down that kind of area, that took you about 10 minutes to walk all the way down there.
Okay. Yeah, because it's pretty long.
Okay.
It's big, guys. It's big.
So
Mesh, if you start like,
Yeah.
walking down those steps into this scary looking death bowl, Breker would be like, nah, let's go around this one.
Is that like an amphitheater? Amphitheater? What are those things in the middle?
I feel like it's like a football.
It looks like a
football
looks like goat ball.
football,
Yeah.
Is it
Uh,
goat
a
ball?
bunch of hot dog stands that are.
No,
down
Goat
there
Ball
next to it.
didn't have like things like this. Like,
Actually, can I do a check to see if it actually is goat ball? So,
yeah. Let's look for some balls.
chill, relax, calm down. Pick one.
We are going
What
past
the
this
fuck?
for the ring first.
What?
We are going passing for the ring. We are going
Who
past.
made you the leader?
You gotta stop asking them that question.
As you walk by this area, you can see that the
Cool
air
question.
around a massive amphitheater is charged with static. There are
Mm.
cracked steps that
Ooh.
descend to the stadium's floor, where a tiny glittering object rests on a pedestal made of black stones.
Okay.
that
Pretty
Three
big,
metal
actually.
masts
No, wait a
rise
minute.
from the arena like gigantic tridents, each one of them emitting a low hum. Branches of each of the tridents are 35 feet tall. off of the ground and
Holy
extend
crap.
50 feet into the air.
Holy crap.
Devi harmonizes with the hum.
Oh
So
my god.
this-
Please, I want to look at it, please. I don't
Is
care, I'm
this
not
like
listening.
Is this like a weird form of Quidditch that we aren't aware of?
No.
And if we're
What's
not
Quidditch?
aware of it, how would we know?
What is Quidditch?
We wouldn't know what that was. Cal wants to have a look though.
From a distance, please.
Oh, guys, it's so cute.
But
She's just laying down.
Oh, she's so adorable.
If someone could move my token, I'm a little tied up.
I don't think I have the power to move your token.
can't.
Hi.
Oh, she's good.
She's sleepy.
She's sweepy.
She's perfect.
Okay, what about this? What about if Cal does not listen and just goes down anyway?
No.
Die, then
Yeah.
Why do you keep dangling death in front of me? That's not what's gonna
Because I
happen.
don't want you
Because
to
that's
be
precisely
it.
what irresponsible adults do when they
Because
go into
you're being-
places
you're
without
being
permission.
And I'm calling because you walked
They
away from me.
fucking
And
die.
you're being so extreme and unreasonable.
Uh-huh.
Cal,
You
want me
see,
to
Cal,
kick you down
children
there?
that are trapped into
Yeah,
adult
yeah.
bodies die. That's how it works.
Cal, you can go if you want to.
No, go ahead. Go down there.
We're not gonna
Go down there.
follow.
Go down there.
Yeah, you can. You have.
I have a
you
limited
have
amount of
that
spells.
right.
I need to save these for the people that deserve.
Oh my god, you're all so boring.
You can
Whatever.
go. No.
Go down
you
there.
Can go. Go.
Do
No,
it.
because you're being silly.
Take,
I'm
take
coming,
your words and go. Take
I'm
it
coming
and
with.
go.
Why do you have an accent now? I
don't
know.
Anyway, Mesh.
As we're passing
Boring.
by this tower, anything about this tower that speaks up?
Would you like to inspect the tower?
Yes, getting close enough, I guess.
Probably that internet-esque symbol on top might.
Okay,
Let's
well,
just
without
go look at
rolling,
anything
you
he
see
wants to
that
look
this
at.
is just a tower reaches up just again like a talon.
This one?
It is,
Uh,
yes, this one. It is a stonework studded with chiseled runes, and a blue light shines like it does in the picture from its highest window.
Ooh. Can I recognize any of the
We
runes?
gotta go in there.
Am I able to
Where?
recognize any of the runes, Rob?
I'm reading.
Investigating traps if anybody's trying to get in.
Yes,
For the
please.
Can I do? Can I
Please give me an investigation check for that.
Thank you.
investigate?
Would it be with the goggles?
Yes, you can use the goggles because you're basically looking at the runes to see if the runes are trapped at this point.
Well, no, I was looking.
You can make an
I didn't-
investigation check too, dummy.
I did, but my one was low. But whatever. It's.
Well, good
What
job.
was the point of all that?
I didn't know it was going to be a 10. How did I know the roll is in advance?
What are you fighting for?
Dirty 20.
You see Chalcedony stroking his beard and tilting his head, but to no avail. What do you think? What did you say, Cal? Sorry.
Dirty 20.
Or Mesh, sorry, yeah, dirty 20. Okay. You can see that through a lot of detailed work here. There does seem to be. Oh, I'm sorry, Mesh. Can you give me an Arcana check?
Arcana, okay. Not bad. Plus 1, so 17.
Okay, not good enough. The rest of the runes seem to be categorically similar in some way, but you can't put your finger on why. And then you can kind of like looking through them, you can kind of see that there seems to be, like with your traps roll, there does seem to be a glyph that is there that you can't make out what it is, but it doesn't seem to be in category. And it is outside of the tower. Somewhere near the entrance. It's there, think of it like there's a bunch of these glyphs kind of piss-posh. You're not sure if it's upside down or straight or sideways or whatever because you can't really read the glyphs very well based off your Arcana check. But you know that one of them doesn't like kind of fit within the category, and it seems to be like off, just raised a little bit near the entrance. It's like that one's out of place.
And the ring is still pointing there or now more over here?
The ring is pulling you. Where are you standing?
At the door.
One sec. I gotta make sure I remember where this is. Yes, the ring is pulling you this way.
Okay. So, are we investigating the tower before, or are we going for the ring right away?
I'd rather do it the tower later.
Okay.
Tower,
It does
tower.
seem like there's some magic within. Maybe you could take a look, but I can't figure out this arcana shit.
Can I see the glow from here yet?
It sounds like the dungeon master is really only gonna let me roll once, but I'll give it a try. Shoot. This is what I get for rolling a kanji dice, Cari.
Aw.
Can't remember
Which
it,
one
but
is
it's
it?
good. It's this one. I think it's 7. It's like the T. It's 7. Nana.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is?
7.
Okay. She passed her check with a 27.
Yay.
Oh dear God, that is an insanity rune.
Oh my.
Stupid question. What is that?
Well,
Don't get close.
it is a variation of a very high level spell called Symbol that wizards use to protect things.
Okay.
You can use different things. It is a basically a rune. It's very good that you passed the ability to define this amongst so many others, but
Good job.
pretty much if whatever the trigger is for this, we're really not able to ascertain, I think. But if we trigger this rune, then someone will be clinically insane.
Oh, there it is.
So nothing will change.
For some
Hey
people,
Goldy,
yes.
you want to make one of your animals insane?
Huh?
Do you really want to fight a little badger who's trying to scratch your face off?
It has like 1 hit point.
Wait, do you have one of those animals out right now? I thought that they was all gone.
I'm looking up the tower, Rob. Are the
It's
windows
the
like?
next
So
day.
you
Open?
can make one.
Are the
It's
windows
the next day,
open?
Jodie.
Well,
Sorry, I thought they disappeared like at dawn or something.
They did.
the windows
it's in there
open?
next day.
No, none of the windows are open.
Actually, that's a good point. Do those spells work on things that have a conscience?
This
Like,
spell is of the degree of 7.
What does that mean?
Okay, wait, I remember.
Well, you see, when we cast Arcane
Yes.
Eye, that is a degree of 5, and when you cast, let's see, when Mesh casts a spell, that's what's
Sending a message to someone's brain would be a
of
degree
the
of 3?
3rd ring, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is the symbol spell,
Very
is
high.
multifaceted, very expensive, very powerful of the 7th ring.
Oh,
Shit.
I can only go up to 5.
Likewise, but I can read spells that have about 1 to 2 above mine, but to cast them is very difficult for me right now.
All right, heading towards the ring then. This door is a dangerous spot.
Well,
The other option, Mesh, is you have that that laser rifle if you wanted to just blow a hole in that thing.
What? That does not
I
seem
don't know
safe.
if I mean, I think that any type of attack would still trigger a rune, whether it's a laser rifle or not, right? Although you could stand farther away, I suppose. Is that
Isn't the range like 120 feet?
That's quite good?
Let's hit the ring first, see what's
Yeah.
there, maybe get some information, see circle around and figure out where we want to go next.
Okay.
Rob, can I see the glow? Or can I see this from here at all?
Let me just scroll down here one
Because as
second.
soon as
I
I
want to
see
see if there
anything
is something
like
to
that,
do
I
with
think
that.
I'll be wanting to move that way.
Yeah,
That's about.
Just give me a
we
sec.
could do
There's some
100.
things that I have to check if there's numbers, like if there's actual stuff in the
Okay.
book, and on some of the stuff that if there's nothing in the book, I have to have a little bit of time.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna tell you every time you ask a
idea.
question, give me some seconds to read, because
That's okay.
if there's something that I have to make up, I have to pretend like there's something there so that you guys don't know.
That
And
makes
other
sense.
times it might actually have something there. So in both cases, I need some time.
I see.
Let's see here. for fuck's sake. Okay, 1 second.
For fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake, laddie. This is what we meant when we want to do something that.
Oh, that's how that works.
Has Scant spotted anything yet?
Scant's been in the bag.
You should pull Scant out.
Why?
This is
He's
his
so
area of
irritating.
expertise. I know, but this is his area of expertise. He'll be able to help us.
Yes, but he won't stop shutting up.
Well, that might be a difference between life and death.
I'll
I'm
choose death.
sure we could convince him to shut up or be put back in the bag.
Sorry, could I?
Yeah, he should at least see it.
Yeah, he'll be able to
All
help.
right,
He's
all
only
right,
allowed to
all
talk.
right, I get it. I'll pull him out.
Only allowed to talk if he sees something that will cause us immediate death.
Correct.
Yeah.
I actually should have asked.
Okay,
this earlier.
Devii, you do see something down there.
Okay.
Without really having to look, you don't get a lot of info, but you can see that there's Oh shit, hang on. I can't see the number.
The
There we go.
numbers. Rob, what does they mean?
Beneath a large spire, again, the bit one in the
Mhm.
middle, there seems to be like a luminous, massive diameter of a crystal sphere resting inside of what looks to be a very ornate stand.
Okay.
You can definitely see something in there.
Guys, after that ring, we're going over there. Might be the sun thing. I don't know, but biggest glowing thing I've seen so far.
Gotcha.
In conjunction with all the shadows I saw earlier, could I make a survival check to see if there's any tracks on the ground of anywhere?
You can certainly try.
Okay. Survival check.
I know that we've already seen tracks, so I guess it's just if they continue this way.
12. Yeah, I want to see if the things I saw had feet.
Gotcha.
12.
You don't see anything on the ground besides the ice and snow and your own kind of
No
feet.
Okay.
So whatever is here doesn't have feet.
Sorry, internet.
I'm scared.
Okay, heading towards the ring. So here-ish, right?
The people with foot fetishes don't have anything with Bigfoot, do they?
I don't know if you want an answer to that question.
Why would you combine those two things?
I don't know why you'd be attracted to feet in the first.
What's the elevation change and shit here?
Some knowledge is forbidden.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this one is a sinking ring, so you will have to go down into this basin of buildings if you would like to go in there.
Okay. Is it ridiculously deep, or how deep are we talking?
Let's see here. I'd say it's not too much of a distance. You could probably like circle around. There's probably some ways to get in and out of there by staircases. You probably have to like maneuver a little bit around it, but you can probably get there still. Also, by the time you got to that tower, it took another 20 minutes to get down there. Just to walk from the causeway to the tower took about 20 minutes.
Okay, following the ring. Is it in one of these buildings? Once I get in guts, I'm getting closer.
The ring is pointing this way. This direction. Again, I'm not giving you how far it's pulling. I'm just saying like the direction, so it's a little bit more clear which way it's pointing.
Guys, be really careful going.
Can I analyze like moving left and right, like how close it might be depending on the angle change?
Well, I mean, you going this far is gonna take about 5 minutes. Just go walk that way.
I mean, just like assume it's like 10 feet this way, 10 feet that way.
Like checking your phone to see
Are
what
you checking
direction it
these two
goes
buildings
on
in
Google
particular?
Maps.
I'm checking the difference between the angle from the ring, trying to
The
see
angle
if it's
doesn't
close by.
change too much.
Okay,
Rob,
so
it's like
it's
when
still
you have
pretty
Google
far.
Maps and it's facing what direction you are on your phone, and if you angle it one way or the other, I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, it doesn't change very much at
Okay.
all.
Alright, since I'm passing by the buildings, I'll look through windows and
Must be
see
prepared in this area.
probably detect thoughts if any creatures are around. I signal Breker to do his undead thing also.
Yeah, investigation.
Is this an advantage or no?
Are you inspecting which buildings would you like to look through? Like
The
inside
first
or
two.
around?
Around first, and peeking in the windows if there are windows available, checking the doors if they're open or closed. Investigation is 17.
Okay. Mash roll d20.
5.
This area looks to be completely gutted. Like there's nothing in here, just destruction. There might be some Devii like ancient bodies, but they seem to have like been frozen over, or there's nothing but bones, and some of the bones are missing. Yeah, this is just desolate destruction and rubble and sadness. Whatever died here either died alone or was attacked or just died on impact.
Okay, so that's outside. Inside
I'll
access
say
is
looking
completely
through 2 or 3 of the buildings, you can safely say that you have investigated this building, this building, this building, and potentially I'll even say that you've investigated these 2 buildings across the street, and that would have taken you about half an hour.
Okay, so nothing useful anywhere. Right.
Real quick, just with this tower here, is that a trick of perspective, or is that thing floating over?
I would like you to give me an investigation check, and Breker to please roll me a... percentile.
$74.
Okay. Yes, indeed, there are... Alright, I would like Devii to roll me a d4, please. And I would like...
D20?
d4, please.
D4.
And I would like Chalcedony to also roll me a
I didn't
d4.
realize I could zoom in this far.
I'll do 4.
Oh, there's so many little details on this map. I didn't even...
4.
I got a 2.
What was the number on your percentile? 74?
74.
So when you check that tower with your 10 perception, there are a little bit of information you get here is that the tower looks to be over 100 feet tall, and there is some kind of rotating glass chamber that's hovering above the ruined summit. There are 4 pillars. Sorry, 4 pointed pillars that clutch the chamber walls, and giving it appearance of like a colossal floating crown almost. And Mesh, as you begin to inspect the kind of area, there is also oh my god, I can't manage all of this shit in this place.
I'm keeping track of rolls for you.
Why can't I find this? It's a good thing I have my iPad, or I'd be losing my mind right now. Okay, it's not there. Is it this? No, I don't. Yeah, I don't need that. For now, I need this. This is what I wanted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Excellent. That is not what it should look like. What the fuck?
I thought that was you, Daddy, for a second.
The purring.
Okay, well, this sheet is broken. That's fun. For fuck's sake.
They're being so sweet. What's going on?
Alright, well, I'll just do it this way. Alright, folks. As this last room mesh begins to check in this kind of space here, this last room, this looks like a kind of old, maybe like chamber for maybe like some sort of like political conferencing or something, maybe some sort of like wizardry meeting or training center. There seems to be robes without bodies in them, that are hanging on like these hovering dummies, and in some places the dummies look to be made out of like nothing, like they're just like these very thin, like lined things. But as you enter the room and sort of conclude your investigation as being basically nothing, the rest of you also follow Mesh and help him in his investigation. And maybe near the door you can say that you're looking at this chamber, Dallan, for Vanvalor. All of the kind of areas around you have like armor on display or just like very simple attire for robes. There seems to be a crackle of lightning in some of the robes and like a burst of flame that is like magical and like almost teal blue with that little hint of greenish purple like ignition. And there is what looks to be something like this appears in the areas. They kind of have these glowing like pupilless eyes and fingers crackling with lightning. And then you have a armored unit that looks something like this. Coming from that also seems to have this kind of lightning veins coming out of it with some very dead looking eyes and emotionless looking faces, and I would like everyone to roll initiative.
What?
Also,
No, jeez.
you might want to get closer, Cal. You're pretty far. There you go.
Oh yeah, because everyone walked away from there.
But to be fair, you walked away from everyone else, as I remember.
94. No, I didn't.
God damn it.
Really, I have an advantage, and that's my number.
Well, I got magicked over.
The purring. Aw,
Kitty.
She's so happy.
she's a
What a
cutie.
gooey little guy.
Good Tootie.
It's squishy. Squishy.
Look at the way she's looking at you.
I know. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'll rub your bellies. Alright.
More wubs. I want more wubbing.
There are 5 of the armored ones and 2 of the non-armored ones in the room.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh god.
Well.
How big is the room?
Pretty big. I'd say it's probably about 100-foot square.
Damn it.
All right then.
It's gonna be like a 40-foot size room for no specific reason.
There you go. We're gonna have to theater to the mind this, okay? Sorry guys. I do not have anything prepped for this. Alrighty, and I will have everyone roll initiative, add turns. There you go.
Yes, that be everyone.
My keyboard's so far away.
Boom. Looks like I put
wait.
everyone in there
That's
twice.
not
Are we on there twice?
Looks like I added you twice, yeah.
Double attack.
Margin. Okay.
How do I add my
Oh,
one?
that
Again?
was-
It won't type. Ugh. Oh, I can't do it.
Because everyone
I
else is
can't
doing
either.
it.
Yeah.
Isn't that the deal? Someone else is doing it, that's why you couldn't do it?
Oh,
I'm
Is
also
that a
deleting
going too
people from the
fast?
initiative order because there's too many.
oh. Oh, right.
Can probably remove Blackie because I just do it right next to me anyway.
Okay, I gotta roll initiative for all these motherfuckers. So
So there's sword guys and the other guys are just floaty guys.
correct.
Is that
I guess these are the shadow people I saw.
Damn up.
maybe?
God. 6. Bloomin' 6.
Why is this showed? How do I get rid of this? There it is. Okay, that's why it's fucking up. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent.
Ooh, excuse me.
All right, good luck, folks. It's your first
Oh,
encounter.
he never wishes us luck. We're gonna die.
So how
That's
did
not
this
fucking true at
happen?
all.
We looked through the window and they are attacking us.
They're just there,
You
yeah.
don't know. They're just there.
They were just there.
Yeah,
just
it's-
like casually looking around. Ah,
This doesn't seem to be triggered by really anything. It's just like they're there and you guys are investigating and boom. They just appear and then they are beginning aggressive stances and actions. On the initiative order, just as a record, you guys don't know the names of these things, so just keep in mind that that's going to be it. And I'll say that there's like 2 suits of armor on one side and 3, and then there is 1 of these on each side. So if you guys can use this kind of general consensus, that's how it is. Basically they're
Yeah.
about
Quick
that
question.
separate, and then
would be
Mesh
back
is going to
here
be
then.
kind of in the general vicinity, and Van is by the door. That's no.
So I've got a quick question.
scary.
You know, before we came
No, I
into this,
wouldn't be there.
Everyone would have gone in the building with Mesh.
I would not have.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about.
Right, so
I didn't think
No
you were
one
going
was
in
helping
them.
him for half an hour. You're just standing outside watching Mesh run into like 6 buildings and do nothing.
I'm standing like a building behind
Oh.
him every time he goes into a building.
Okay, so you're outside of the building.
Yes.
Understood. Who is inside of the building?
I would have been at the entrance of the buildings, watching the door for Mesh.
Okay,
So I would be close to Mesh.
alrighty.
I would actually be more or less behind him.
Mesh is going to be inside of the building. Like, literally investigating inside to see if there's valuables. Like, it would have not, like, none of this stuff would have activated when he got near it. It just would have been, like, these things would have come to life after he was in there for a while.
okay, I have a question. You know, before we came into the city, we had a long rest, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, I didn't do it.
And don't forget your HP is back.
Back to normal.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty. Chalcedony, you're first, wherever you are. Because you and Goldy haven't told me where you guys are at.
Oh, I'm behind Breker.
Okay, so you were outside the door with the rest of the motherfuckers. Chalcedony, where are you?
Sorry. When Mesh was doing the investigation, I had to nip to the toilet, so I didn't.
So Mesh has been investigating for about half an hour, about 4 or 5 different buildings in the area. And when he got to one of the larger buildings, he was investigating for pretty much the last 10 minutes. He found there's a bunch of suits of armor and clothes, but they're on these like mannequins. And then the mannequins weren't really mannequins. They're kind of like these like very thin wire frames that kind of just be suspending these clothes. But they didn't seem to do anything. And some of them were clothes, some of them were like armor pieces. But after he's been investigating for a while, kind of left them alone. Kept moving around. Didn't really see any other problems, and was basically turned around to get ready to leave, and everything ignited in fire and electricity with a spark of green and purple energy. And now these teal beings appeared in the room, and Mesh is the only one in there, unless you state that you were in there beforehand. Otherwise, everyone else is outside the building, letting Mesh investigate by himself.
Am I able to retcon? Because when I was out, can I able to retcon it that I was like following Mesh and helping him like back up?
Sure. So you were in the midst of the room.
Yeah. I'll do that.
You are very. He did exactly what you were gonna do, and you want to help him.
I'm using the map, as you guys can see here, to detail basically like what the room looks like. There are 2 people in the room. There is these 2 things at the head of the room in the corners, and then there's 3 and 2 on the respective north-south sides.
So we're in the middle,
sides, but you guys in the midst. Yes.
They're actually surrounding us, like we can see.
They're all on the edges, and they are not within melee range of you. But Chalcedony, you are the first to react once they are ignited, appeared, and all of the Megan, which is what we're going to refer to them as, the Megan with swords, draw them.
Okay,
that is basically an aggressive action for everyone to say this is initiative. Yeah.
Okay, so they're hostile. Okay.
They do not speak a word.
Can I? Oh, sorry, not that. Is the distance here realistic, or is it?
No.
Could you tell us how
do
far
not worry
away
about
they are?
distances. The room is basically about a 100-foot square, but the reasonable assumption is that through the summoning and how things work out, you're within a round of movement, like a normal speed to get within distance of one of them.
If I moved, I'll be able to get to them in one turn.
You can get to one in a turn.
Right. Okay. Right. That's what I wanted to know. Okay. So these ones with the armor on have the swords, and then the other ones are like.
They basically look like they're wearing like.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Like beggar's clothes, but they're floating. They're not touching the ground.
Huh.
Okay, so that strikes me as being something that's like they're using magic.
The city of magic, a reasonable assumption to be making.
Yeah. So no, I'm not going to use that tool. I'm going to use the drag tool. I want to move towards this floating person here.
Okay. You can get there.
Right, so I've moved towards that floating person. I'm aware that I would have been able to get over there really quickly. I just want to ask quickly: is there any? Do they move at all?
No, not yet.
They're
basically, they look like they're getting ready to cast a spell.
They're looking like they're getting ready to cast a spell. All right. Dang. Okay, I might have to. I'm thinking, okay, I'll tell you what I want to do, Rob. Right? I want to ready. I'm gonna ready an action.
What's your action that you're readying, and what's the trigger?
Right, when they try and cast a spell at me, or actually, they look like they're getting ready to cast a spell.
That's the only thing you can really assume. Like, they look like wizards. They might be. Their hands are glowing with like energy. You don't know what these things are doing. You've never seen them before.
Okay, I want to. I have no idea what's going on, so I just want to ready my attack, my scimitars. I do have something called a Mage Slayer attack. So if they attack me anyway, that I can use my reaction to do a melee attack against them.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why I want to just ready and just see what they do.
So would you like to make it that specific that they're casting a spell, or would you like to say like any aggressive action that they do, you want to smack them?
Well, here's the thing, Bob.
Also, you don't need to hold.
Here's the thing.
To use your reaction.
Correct.
Here's the thing. I have reactions that can do both. I have Mage Slayer attack and I have just a regular parry as well.
But think about this. We're not worried about what reactions you have, because when you ready an action, that means you're readying to use an action as your reaction. So you get to choose something that you're going to do as a reaction on your turn instead of using a reaction that you already have.
Yeah. You get that reaction regardless.
You get those reactions already. So you can do that, but you can set an additional reaction as your action now, or you can act using your action on your own turn. That's what the ready action is. The ready action is basically preparing to do something alternative to what you normally can do.
Okay, maybe I'll just attack then.
Okay, you just want to smack him now? Go for it. They've already made an aggressive action towards you.
They made
which is why we have it. That's why the initiative order has begun. They've drawn swords and they look like they're about to run towards you. You are faster.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna strike with
roll.
the scimitar. Or try and hit. Oh, get out of here with this crap. Okay, but that was a test. That's not the real one. There's 11.
Would you please tell me what you rolled?
11.
That is a
It
miss.
was a 1, but 11.
It's a natural one.
It's a natural 1. That's what I should say. It was a natural 1. Can I roll again?
So what you do is you basically look like you're about to bisect this thing, but the energy from the electricity of this thing literally like magnetizes your blade, and without flinching, without moving, the electricity just draws your blade away like a spoon inverted that gets drawn into a faucet, just goes and moves itself.
Okay, but I get a second
yes.
Sorry,
an
attack. So I'm gonna do it again. It's better this time. 25.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Hit him up.
That's a hit. I'm gonna roll damage. Roll damage. Oh, and wait, hang on. Sorry, 1 sec.
Destroy them. Nice.
Okay, I'm wondering if I can do a triple attack, but you think this thing's not touching the ground, so I don't know.
No feet.
You don't know.
12, but 12. I want to try. I
12
hit
damage.
it. I hit it, so it's 12 damage. But if I do a triple attack, if it's when I hit with a weapon attack, I can spend one die, add the totals of damage roll, and if the target is large or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw.
So what are you doing?
Is it large or smaller?
Yes.
Okay, then I want to use a superiority die to do the triple attack. To try and do the triple attack.
What's the DC?
It's 17.
Okay.
It's a D8, right? D8.
What's the extra damage?
The extra damage is a 4, and then the thing before, what was the one before? 12, so it's 16 total.
Okay. Yeah, you hit this thing in the legs, and it weakly, while floating, just gets hit, and like the leverage of the sheer swing just knocks it to the ground prone.
Yeah! To the ground! Okay. Now this work. Sorry, let me just get them out. Okay, the other one's not near me at all. It's not to the ground. I feel like maybe I should move to the other one.
Thing lies down.
Is it prone? It's actually prone.
Yes. You did 2 swings. That's your action.
Okay. Can I do a bonus action? Is it bonus action? I can take another.
Yes.
Swipe.
Yes, it will be with advantage because it's prone.
Like just a regular bonus action, or is it a action surge?
Just a bonus
You have
action.
to choose action surge.
The action surge is separate.
Okay, but a bonus action I can attack again. So I'm going to attack again whilst it's prone with advantage. and I got 27 with advantage.
Okay, roll damage.
Damage is 12.
Okay.
Way to show them who's boss.
All right, Chalcedony, that is your turn.
Nice.
Yay.
Mesh.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'll take Cal's lead and try to get one guy immediately off the table and shout out, we got defenses activating over here. And run over to this guy who's already prone. And
Double stab.
dagger, dagger,
Okay.
dagger, dagger.
Are you going? Are you going? Kind of
Yep.
down, like that. Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, we got
You will get sneak attack because you have an ally within 5 feet, but not, and you get advantage as well.
this
Sneak
would
attack.
be plus, where's my plus at? Plus 9. So that's 17 to hit.
Okay, roll damage on this on the attack roll with your sneak attack, please.
Okay, that's 4d6 plus a d4 plus what's my ice thingy? Another d6 for the ice, so this would be separate. That's a 1 ice damage. And 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 plus 5, 24 damage, plus 1 ice damage.
As you sink your dagger into this thing, and pierce through the robes, it feels like you hit like a body, and you hit a vital point. And as you do, the body bursts into fire and smoke.
Ooh.
And all of the clothes that it was wearing flutter to the ground as if the fire did not even burn it. And you notice that the fire and the heat is not present. The thing just dissipates.
So is it dead?
Okay, so we kind of killed that one. Do I have enough movement to get to the one next to us?
You do not,
We do
unless you
not.
spend your bonus
Okay.
action.
So we just took one out already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Why
right,
don't you take a look at the turn order, please?
I
the
am
only
gonna
good news we
spend
got.
my bonus action to dash to the next guy.
Okay.
And do action surge because I can only do one attack, so I need another action to do another attack. Action surge, advantage with Blackie, so
Like he actually at the end of your turn, so you will not get advantage for this swing.
he's always ready with that on my shoulders. Or did we change something like that?
No, he only goes after you in the initiative order. That's how familiars work.
Okay, so that's a single roll then.
Yes, but you still haven't used your bonus action attack. We did not roll that.
A bonus action was dash.
Oh, that's sorry. Yes, I missed that. So you can attack this one.
Yep, that's why action surge to get this.
Which dagger would you like to use for this one, Mesh?
Since this is action surge, could be the same hand attacking?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I could use the ice dagger again,
Okay.
right?
You want to use that one?
Yeah. It's 14 plus 9, so that should hit.
Yep.
Alright. Actually, can I retcon a little bit?
Depends.
Can I use my action surge to hold my attack until the next person turn, until the next turn order? Next turn happens.
That would basically be the same as not using the action surge.
No. I am forcing myself to attack on my reaction with this action surge. That's what I'm trying to do.
Are you waiting until you get a trigger for your sneak attack? To be
Yes,
the trigger?
that's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm using my reaction to get a second sneak attack.
Okay. Well, so you're gonna wait until Blackie can create an opening and then attack with your reaction.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Then in that case, roll an attack roll now, because that'll be immediately following your turn, and then you can get the logistics of that out of the way.
Okay. That's again 15 plus 9, so hits.
Yep. Roll damage, sneak attack, and ice. Just give it to me all together.
Okay. I'll be 5 plus, yep. So that's 9 plus 3, 12 plus 2, 14 plus 5, 19 damage.
Very nice. You sink into another vital point in this one, just not really willing to react, and then kind of shocked that you didn't do anything, and then you like see its eyes kind of, or its whole head kind of turn towards this strange creature that jumps at it and creates this opening, kind of flinches a little bit at this thing, and then you use that flinch to kind of sink your dagger underneath their rib cage. It bursts with cold energy. Seems to recoil a bit. All right. Now the armor suits. We'll have 3 against Cal and 2 against Mesh. They each get to swing twice. Actually, sorry. Only I did this out of order because I forgot that I had separate initiative orders. So
Armor class is 17.
2, 3. All right.
I know you're gonna
So
ask.
2 get to go to Mesh and 1 gets to go towards Chalcedony.
17.
Okay, we'll do the one first that was at Chalcedony because that's the one I rolled first.
17.
Okay, that's 1 hit. These are not normal long swords. These are great swords. So this is be wielded with 2 hands.
Okay. Does that mean it's stronger?
Yes. This would require a tremendous amount of strength to lift. You are going to take 9 points of slashing damage as this thing just cuts into you. Thing just goes completely emotionless face.
Oh no.
Swing and a miss.
Is it like
And as it's swing and a miss, it's like arms almost break and reconnect together without any problem. Like its arms dislocate. Seems like it's made
That's
out
not
of like
creepy.
jelly and magic, and then it just swings again like a windmill. Cuts this huge deep gash into your chest armor.
Oh.
9 points of slashing damage.
Can I do that?
That is a free action.
Mesh, 2 more swings against you. With a natural 2 and a 10, the next one comes in and you are ready for it, seeing what happened to Chalcedony, and duck out of the way and use the other ones kind of like risk adverse to hitting its friend, and miss. And the next one charges forward and misses again, and then begins to find an opening and thrusts it into your thigh. After a swing, it doesn't rotate around, it just stops the ding and then goes down and realizes that the thrust is more effective. You take 9 points of slashing damage. Breker, you're up.
I'm gonna run and attack the nearest thing I can if I'm in range.
You can attack either one of these 2. They are the closest ones to you. The other ones are on the opposite end of the room.
I'll attack that one.
You got it.
I whiffed. Does an 11 hit?
No, it does not.
Does a 29 hit?
Yes, it does.
A natural 20, actually.
Very nice. Please roll your crit
In which
damage
case-
accordingly.
And I will cheese the heck out of it and activate a level 2 smite.
Okay, these are not undead. So normal smite rolls, which would be 3d8. So that makes that 68 plus your normal dice that you would have to roll twice, and then plus your modifier with the trident. And you do
it'll be a
not
little
have
bit
to
of
separate
damage.
your damage. Just put it all together.
27 damage, and then the trident's lightning is a d8. Oh yeah, 27.
Excellent.
And then I will bonus action Shield of Faith on Mesh.
Yes, that is within 60 feet range or 30 foot range.
He was at the door though. So
He's not at the door anymore.
Oh,
60 feet of range.
Yes, he is within 60 feet of you. Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. Mesh, the one that is near to you, reaches out an arm. And its eyes glow. Make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not within 10 feet of Breker, right?
No, not even close.
That's not bad, 17.
Okay, you feel like there is some kind of like psychic energy that is coming from all sides, almost like a bunch of like pins or needles trying to acupuncture their way into your mind for a brief moment, and you steady your mind to stop reaching out for thoughts as your kind of doppelganger mind kind of steadies itself, and you resist the effects of the spell, unknown as to what might have happened otherwise. Another one pivots around Breker and begins to swing twice at you. Breker, what's your armor class?
21.
Okay, that will be one hit then. One of them clangs off against your armor, very close to getting through a chink in the armor, but then it comes back and then goes underneath and pierces your shoulder. For 7 points of slashing damage with the greatsword. Devii, you're up.
Okay. I see lots of glowing and stuff coming from the door, so I like step forward, step into the where the door area is.
Excuse me, Cari. I'm so sorry. I had realized that one of these did not get added to the initiative order.
Okay.
1 second. Let me just make sure.
A new challenger.
Oh, I did add it to the initiative order. I just didn't get its thing assigned. Let's see. It's at 15. So this one would have been before
Before I
Breker.
went.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have this one attack Chalcedony twice. Really quickly. Double
sorry,
twos,
who's
so
attacking
nothing has changed. I rolled literally twos on the dice twice. Alright, carry on, Cari.
Okay. From
Carry
the
on,
door,
Cari.
do I see everything that's going on?
What's that?
From the door, can I see?
Yes, you
what's
can
all
see what's going on. It's loud.
Okay. Can I see the spellcaster at all?
Yes, but they're over 100 feet away.
100 feet. Okay, and I probably don't have that much more movement.
You can run 30 feet and you will be within 70 feet of the caster.
Okay.
Almost like they're conveniently placed away from
You
the door.
know what? Are they within 240 feet of me?
I'll let you
from
answer
the
your own
door?
question.
Because I could just Eldritch Blast them from the door.
Eldritch Blast, ooh.
Yeah.
It's like a blinding light just going.
Well, Cari, you remember you were gonna label it something else, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't remember what I don't have written down what it's labeled yet.
Yes,
But
but
it's-
just yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna roll to attack.
Reflavoring what Eldritch Blast is.
Yeah. But because I have Spell Sniper, that's why the range is doubled. So I will kind of aim at him, and I had thought of a cool way. I can't remember what I had said it was gonna be, but I know I'm really tired,
Did you
so
want
I
the
might let
fans?
you take over. Yeah, the feathers. Can you describe it?
I don't remember which one you decided on because there was like 5
Feather.
options that you wanted.
Okay. Well, let's see if it hits first. I'll roll in
Should get 2
the-
shots, right? At this level?
believe.
5th level, you get
It's-
2 beams.
I believe so. Yes.
So same target
do.
both times?
Yeah.
Okay, give me 2 spell attack rolls.
Does a 16 to hit?
That's a hit for the first one.
Okay. So she the black wings come out from behind her and she plucks a ethereal black feather from it. Like 2 because it's gonna be 2 blasts, so 1 in each hand. And then she I don't remember what I said.
She just basically just reaches back and there's like
Yeah.
wings that you can't really see, that it almost seems like she's got wings.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have any there. She kind of just reaches out of nothing and pulls 2 feathers that seem to be plucked out of something and then just flicks them like pieces of paper or like playing cards. And these feathers that look elegant and black but also have this purple energy wave begin to take form and snap to almost a blade as the quills race towards their target.
Yeah. Good. The damage for the first one is going to be
It's a D10.
3 points of
Yep.
damage.
Force.
I'm now gonna roll for the second one. That is an 11.
To hit.
That does probably not.
Does not hit.
Okay. Does not hit. Okay. That is it then.
The other one just like impacts to the wall and just kind of goes.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, I will cast spiritual weapon. I can't remember what you said earlier. Is he 120 feet from me?
100 feet.
100 feet. Okay, so I'll cast spiritual weapon still from the doorway. And I will roll the hit. 18 to hit.
That's a hit. Full damage.
And that's gonna be 11 force damage.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna, I didn't say what level, but it's at the base level for,
Understood.
and that's it.
Oh, Vanvalor. You're up.
How close are these 3 together?
These 3 being
Here. Here.
basically they look kind of like that. They're separated like this. These 3 on top are like that, and then 2 are gathered around Cal and 1's on Breker. All separated. Opposite ends of the room.
You're having a party.
The space between these 2 people is roughly 30 feet.
Okay. I'll just get in range to hit
Harry, I don't think you have
level,
Poe.
Nope.
You do not have Poe.
Poe is my spiritual weapon.
Oh, I see.
Just a first level magnify gravity, which is, oh wait, that's 10 feet.
Are you gonna hit Mesh?
S2.
Thank you.
Or are you gonna?
And
will
actually,
hit Mesh.
I'll hit web, but put the 20-foot cube of it not where mesh is, like on the edge of those
Okay,
3.
so you can hit 2
I
in
can-
the back, or you can hit the 1 in the front.
Don't worry about me. Hit me.
Hey, hit me, dog. I can take it.
I mean, if I hit mesh, can I hit all of them then? Is
Yes,
that the-
you can.
Okay, yeah, I'll
What's the
20-foot
DC?
cube. Where's my web? There it is. Is that 16 or 15? 15. Dex.
I rolled a 15 and I have a +8.
Okay. This one is affected, and this one is affected, but the other is not.
It's restrained.
Okay. And I'll do the chains instead. That makes way more sense. Very well. Mark off a charge. Well done. They all webby. And Mesh, make sure you pass your check.
23.
Where is my inventory? There it is.
Weirdly enough, the one on the edge that has the greatsword seems to have like used its sword to kind of carve it a little bit of a pathway out before it is subjected to it. If you are moving, where would you like to go?
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't check the range on web on the one.
Don't worry
web,
about
one
it.
sec.
It's like 120 foot range or something. Would you like to move into
Oh,
the
then
room at
I'll
all?
do that from. No.
Okay.
No.
Excellent. Goldy, you're up.
Okay. After hearing all the noise, I'm gonna rush in there with my axe adorned on my arms, raged up, and just swing at the first guy I see that isn't friendly. Mesh is okay. Don't you worry about it, man.
Okay.
I will hit
Breker.
him.
He might not be
for... Breaker's fine. I got a 28. Wow. Okay.
It's a hit.
That's a hit.
Did you rage or not?
And I did rage.
I think you remember saying that as you went through the door, yeah.
Yeah, I went through the raging. like a madman. I got it for 8.
Every side step.
Post.
Big
Let's
hit,
call
low
him
damage.
Rage.
Okay.
Cool. Oh, by the way, I'm hitting. Yeah, that one. I'll do it again. For a 22. And I'm gonna hit him again. For a
Let's
15.
go.
Finally.
Okay.
Who are you hitting? The
So Goldy rages
one
up,
that-
gets very, very angry with his bear hide kind of coming on his arms, and this
Could hear him
giant
stomping.
axe kind of just pushing into the room. All right, Velen is going to push into the room and say, Breker, you look like you need a little bit of assistance. And you see her kind of open her book, and she kind of curls her hand like a claw, and as it begins to form, her hand basically begins to rise again, like ethereally out of the book, and then it rushes towards the throat of the figure that Breker is fighting, and she casts Chill Touch.
what's up there?
That is a
Freeze spell?
25 to hit. So that'll be 2d8. I'll just roll it on here. That is 13 points of necrotic damage. Lots of damage for a cantrip. As this thing kind of gets its life siphoned out of it, you'd see the kind of electric veins that are kind of in it just kind of go black for a brief moment. And she kind of hangs inside of the door frame a little bit and says, I think I'll stick around. Chalcedony, you okay over there? You're up, Cal.
Those two enemies. Those are the ones that hit me before, right? Have they attacked anyone else or just me?
No, just you.
Just me. It's going after me. And these ones down here were restrained or something.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna hit the one. Let's just say on the left, or attempt to hit the one on the left. So, if I hit, I rolled. What's the number? 27.
That's a hit. Roll damage, please.
It's a hit. It's a hit, and I want to again use one of my superiority dice. My damage is 8, and then I want to use the superiority die to attempt to do a trip attack again.
Natural 1. Prone.
Oh, he's prone.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Let me get
I
my
need the
D.
extra damage though, please.
Yeah, I'm doing it now. I added an extra 1, so it's a total of.
That's fine. I did it separately. You're okay. You don't have to add it up.
I don't have to add it up.
You don't have
I
to
think-
add
I
it up
think
this
it's just-
time. I did it. The
I
previous
think it's
damage
just
already.
9. Was it 9? Okay, yeah, it was an extra 1, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's
no worries.
easy.
No worries. I got you. Yeah. You want to
Okay,
use your separate
so-
attack on the same target, or you want to hit the other one?
I want to use a separate attack on the same target, please.
Okay. You can roll with advantage this time.
With advantage.
He's on his bootay.
His bootay.
Sicilian booty.
His bootoculus.
Wait, he doesn't have legs, but he has a
Funny-
butt.
No, the floating ones had. This is not the floating one. This is the one with the armor.
Stay on
It's,
track, Jodie. Stay on track.
Sorry.
26.
26 is a hit.
26. 26 is a hit. Now I will roll the damage. And it is 12.
Excellent.
12 of this one on the floor.
That's max damage.
So, okay, is it? Yeah.
Nice.
I put stash it in its back as it's on the floor.
It's like this dancing type fighting, just kind of spinning. Like a top.
Nice.
You got another swing.
So one more swing. I'm gonna do that now.
Whirling, galloping dervish with hooves.
Yeah,
It's difficult because I've got the crampons on. 15. Oh no, was it meant to be with advantage? I don't know.
Yes.
It was meant to be.
Just roll
Okay.
one more time without advantage, since you did it
One more
without
time
advantage.
without advantage.
Yeah.
That one was a 20.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
It was a hit. Oh no, do it again. And that is another 12.
Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, this one's not looking too hot. Like severing its like armor pieces one by one.
Wailing on it. I'm just wailing on it.
Smash her up. There are 2 targets that are restrained according to the web spell.
Alright, dagger on the magic guy first. 16 plus 9, that hits.
Did you roll with advantage?
No. Let's
You
see.
will need to do that, please.
16 is the best.
Okay. That's total. Or 16 plus 9.
I'll do regular dagger on him, so this is the +1 regular. What is with these ones, man? 9 plus 3, 12 plus 1. 13 plus 5, 18 damage.
Okay. Not looking good. It seems like it was just right in the perfect spot. But as you sink this into the artery vein where you would think this is like a mortal wound and this target is now pierced, as you remove the dagger, you think for a moment that your dagger is actually melting as it comes out. And then after your dagger kind of retreats from this and you see kind of like this metal dripping liquid, you look at the target and it almost looks like liquid mercury is coming out of its neck.
Neat.
But your dagger is untouched. It's almost like that must be inside of the creature rather than your dagger melting.
Gotcha. Alright, then second attack, same guy.
You got it.
That's a 9 plus 9, 18.
That's a hit. This is the same guy, yeah?
Yeah, this would be ice dagger then, because no, this is bonus action.
It's also very odd that their skin's like this bluish green color, just very unsettling.
It almost seems like they're like arcane training dummies.
27 damage.
How?
No, wait, no secret attack, sorry.
No.
So let me remove that one.
Yes, please
I'll
do.
just roll one of these. That's a 2, so 3, 2, 5, 10 damage.
Yeah, again, you sink another area and it begins to freeze this mercury over. And you notice that this is probably why you didn't see the mercury before, or the mercury-like blood, because the ice dagger seems to have stopped it from escaping.
Right.
All right, that will do an action and bonus action. It is now the Megan's turn. So one of them by Jodie will stand up. By Chalcedony, excuse me. And there will be 4 attacks. One of them will be with disadvantage against Mesh, and the other will be against Chalcedony. So we'll do 2 against Cal first.
Okay, if they... Right,
One is a hit.
So this one that's hitting, yeah, I would like to use my reaction. I think I can use my reaction to parry one.
How would
Yeah,
you
if it
parry
damage. So if it damages me with a melee attack, I can use my reaction and expend one superiority die to reduce the damage by a number on my roll plus on the number you roll on superiority die plus 5. So whatever you roll.
Okay, roll your superiority die. Let's see if you can beat the number.
Let's see. It's a 5. I got a 5 and then plus 5. So damage, I would get like 2 damage then.
5 plus 5 or 2 plus 5?
5 plus 5 because I rolled a 5 and you get a plus 5.
So you got 10 reduced damage, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, you reduce all of the damage. Please tell me how you parry the blow from a great sword.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this guy's like slightly to my left, and he's bringing this great sword in just one big slashing moment. So I take both my scimitars, cross my scimitars, and like push back on as he brings the sword down towards my head, like that.
And then the other one stabs you underneath your ribcage for an additional 5 points of damage and misses the second swing.
I was just like 7 then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, 2, 4, 5, 6 points of damage. Excuse me.
6. Okay.
And then the other 2 will attack Mesh. 1 with disadvantage. That is a 14 on the first one, Mesh.
Nope.
And the second one's definitely a miss. And then the other one will attack with no disadvantage and double fucking 2s. Nice. Yeah, these things do not know how to hit you. Breker, you're up.
I'm smacking. 25.
Yep. Give me the damage.
11.
That is
and then
just
a 22
enough.
to hit.
That is just enough to break it. And you sink the trident in it, and it ignites into flame, and the armor clatters to the ground.
All right. Can I run over to the ones attacking Jodie?
You can run over the ones to Cal, yeah.
Oh, Cal. Sorry.
It's okay. Yes. I did it twice this session already.
And then a second hit was a 22 to hit.
Roll damage.
Um, 16.
That is just enough. You ignite another one.
Nice.
Softened it up by Chalcedony.
Bonus action. Not gonna do anything with it. Done.
Okay. This one on the far side of the room looks over at Breker, who's now within range.
She's in the fucking chair.
And for a brief moment,
I've had that happen so many times.
For a brief moment, you see Breker, as you kind of scan the room to see damage control, your eyes meet with this other robed figure. And I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
26.
Very well. You also have the same sensation where a bunch of pins and needles begin to start weaving their way in your mind, and you maybe utter a prayer or a brief tenant that you keep in your oath to remain vigilant and kind of shatter these mental images as a psychic lash fails to enter your mind. Devii, you are up.
Okay, rinse and repeat, same dude,
Okay, give me them separately, please, because you might be able to finish it off, Cari.
Yeah, I will.
If it's restrained, I just need to double check at ranged attack if you get advantage.
Okay.
Restrained creature's speed is 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, so yes.
Okay.
What's advantage, Cari?
15 to hit.
That is enough. Roll damage.
3 damage.
Okay. It's still going. Doesn't look good, though.
Still advantage?
Yep,
I
still
guess it doesn't
advantage.
go
He's
away.
restrained. He's inside a whip.
26.
Mesh, you need to make a dexterity save, by the way.
Oh.
26. Yes, Cari, roll damage. See if you can KO.
I passed whatever the hell that was.
Okay.
3.
That is just enough. As Devii
Nice.
picks another set of feathers and flicks them out,
Yeah.
they kind of sink into both of the eyes of the figure, and they create this brief moment of purpley energy before this thing bursts as if a spark of flint and tinder were struck in green as a green spark goes off and purple fire ignite, and this thing is disappeared, and the only robes remain.
Nice. Okay. I would like to move my spiritual weapon as my bonus action to the next closest,
Make an attack roll.
and
Advantage if it's against the restrained one, and not if it's against the other one.
let's do a restrained one.
You're fired.
Where it should be spiritual weapon. Here we go.
This is taking a lot longer than I
21 to
anticipated.
hit.
21 hits. Damage, please.
And
We're wrecking them.
there we go. 10 points of force damage.
Excellent job. Van.
Yay.
Keep it rolling.
I'm just gonna ring a ram the guy that's restrained.
You're gonna ring a ram him. How close do you need to be to do that?
Ram him. 60 feet, so I'm gonna get in the building.
Okay.
I like this one.
Just need to find the
The restrained one, is it an attack roll?
Quick. Yeah.
Okay. Should have its own bonus, so you don't get to use yours, I think.
So I'll spend one charge. It says make a ranged spell attack, I believe.
Yes, but it should say it's got its own spell attack bonus with the ring, because it does never uses your.
Oh yeah, +7.
Yeah, there you go. So roll a d20 and then just add +7 after you've rolled. And you should get
19,
advantage if it's against
18.
the one on the ground, or the restrained one.
I mean, I got 18. I don't know if this. I don't think this can crit, can it?
Yes, it can. If it's an attack roll, it can crit.
So I got an 18 and a 26.
If that is a +7, you rolled a 19. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Roll damage, please.
Oops, wrong ones. Sorry.
And please tell me what it looks like when a damage comes from the ring. It's the first time you use this.
It's the first time I've hit with it.
True.
6.
Okay.
And just a little, I just like swing the fist a little bit, and in time with that, the ram like comes up and uppercuts the guy.
Nice. Just kind of appears and goes.
Yeah, it's like destroy him.
Okay. Goldy.
I think that's everything it does.
Yep. Donkey punch.
I think I'm gonna take 10 steps back. Oh, 10 feet. Well, we're some steps back.
Okay, you were gonna take 2 attack rolls of opportunity.
Go ahead, Steve.
That is a 21 to hit on one and a miss on the other.
It is 16. Yeah, that the first one hits.
Hey, you are going to take 10 points of slashing damage, half because you're raising.
Ha! A minor scratch. Allow
points
me
of
to
damage,
retort. Shit, let me put these in before I forget. Cool. Allow me to retort as I charge at this lowly peasant. And I attack.
Okay, you take the charge action and then use your bonus action to use a charger feature, correct? So that will give you 1 attack roll as your bonus action.
Wait, no, it gives me 5 extra points of damage.
That's if you hit, and also you cannot get 2 swings with your damage. You're using some sort of like charge thing. So like the way the charger works is you can't use your attack action. You have to use your charge action, which is dash.
Oh,
use your
so that
action
means
to
I
dash.
only attack back 1.
Correct.
You know what? Yeah, I want to mix it up for a change.
Alrighty, so you dash in with your action. Please make an attack roll.
12.
Are you attacking the one that is restrained, or are you attacking the other one?
I'm gonna attack the one in front of me. So he's not restrained, I believe.
Okay, so what was your
This
attack
one.
roll?
12.
It's not a hit.
Yeah, I just charge off somewhere else.
Whoa.
Oh, all right then. I tried.
Well, stop faffing about. Leave us to a lady's job and reaches out to the one that's restrained.
Fancy. I just wanted to try something a little bit different.
That is cool.
Yeah,
I see
she hits.
Who's been hitting?
She's hitting the restrained one because it's easy pickings. 2d8. Just realized I didn't roll 2d8 last time, so she does. Oh no, I did. I just used a digital dice roller. 8, 9, 10, 11 damage to the restrained one. It's not looking good as another hand extends and siphons its life, and it also bites dust. Cal.
So Cal quickly looks over and assumes that, and sees Mesh and Goldy surrounding that one back there. So figures that he would just take care of the one in front of him, or try and take care of the one in front of me.
Cal, give me 3 attack rolls back to back to back, if you're gonna do that, and we can.
To speed it up. Okay.
Yeah, we just need to speed it up.
Can I select the number on here? Is it possible to do that? Oh no, you can't.
No.
Oh, never mind. I'll
Just
just
do the
it 3
attack rolls
times.
before you do the damage rolls. So like attack, 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 and then damage, damage, damage if you hit.
Okay.
Magic number you need to hit is 16, so just tell me how many times you hit, okay?
No.
All right. 1 second. How do I see the? Sorry, 1 second. I need to see the ring. Sorry. No, it's because my window's small. I have to like. Anyway, so I got. So the first one. You said it was a 15.
You need a
The
16
first
to
one.
hit.
Okay, so the first one missed. The second one hit, and the third one hit. 2 hits.
Okay, damage twice.
Damage twice. Come on, sorry, my thing's being slow. Okay, so the first one is. I'll tell you in a
Max
sec.
damage again.
There's a 6, and the second one's a 4, so that's. Oh my god, Father.
Did the math for you. It gets 22 total damage for the 2 swings. Very well done.
Okay, 22 total damage.
Excellent.
For the one in front of me.
Mhm.
Let me see. I have 2 superiority dice left. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna make a full screen because this thing is getting on my nerves. Okay, I got 2 superiority dice left. So can I use one of them to try the trip attack again?
Sure.
Or was it trip attack?
Roll your die. That's a fail, so he falls.
Okay, so it's a D8.
Not doing good on
Plus
my
it.
DCs today.
D8.
You guys
so
are not weak either.
extra 4 damage.
On single digits all day long today. Extra 4, you said?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say that was on your first hit, so you
Yeah,
can
I'm
roll.
gonna say yeah. I
roll
should've
with
got,
advantage on the other 2 hits. See if you crit.
Okay then.
Just roll
2 together or 2
roll
separate?
2 separate, yeah.
She hit only 1, so this would be just 1 roll.
Oh no, wait, hang on. I'm rolling the wrong thing. Not damage. It's hit, right?
Yeah.
So 2, 1.
Yeah, roll damage once
2.
more. You hit on the 3rd hit.
I'll just take the one I just did then, which was a 12. And oh my god, how do I get the history thing? Okay, it's this. It's game log. Okay, so the extra hits was a 21 and a 13.
Yes, I'm aware. I need you to roll damage once more.
Oh, I did. Yeah, it was a 12. Because I rolled the damage. I did the.
Oh, you rolled the damage 3 times?
Yeah, because I rolled it. I rolled the wrong thing, so you can just
I
take
see
that
where
one.
it is now. Yep. I'm right there with you now. I can see it. Okay.
Yes.
Are you moving, Cal?
Am I moving? Let me look at the map. No.
Mesh, you're up.
Dagger.
Tack. You are
13
starting in the web
plus.
again, so please make a dexterity save.
19 plus 8.
That's enough.
I'm fine. 13 plus 9.
Yes.
That hits.
Oh,
And
You have an
this
ally
was
within 5
advantage is
feet.
Blackie. This
You have
was
an ally within
advantage
5
is
feet. You
Blackie.
don't need it.
Yep. No, the advantage was for Blackie.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep. No worries.
Yeah. 16, 19, 21, 24, 24 damage.
Yep. Again, if you're syncing it in with the ice blade, it does
Ice
seem to
dagger.
solidify that wound.
And second attack without advantage. 11 plus 9, 20 to hit. So it'd be... plus 5, so 8.
Okay, not looking good for this thing. Seems like it doesn't seem to flinch or have pain, but it does not seem like it's as strong as it once was. That said, this one will attack you twice, and the other one will stand up and attack Chalcedony twice. It will miss Cal twice. And Mesh, what's your armor class?
18.
They will both miss Mesh. Now, I am going to close the initiative order because you guys will rip these things in half in a matter of seconds. Breker, Devii, Van, Goldy, and Dallan will have some sort of combined attack between all of you, and will be able to easily wipe the floor with the remaining targets.
Can
as
you
they
force go?
also ignite into flames that are not filled with heat or anything.
Sucks for you guys.
Okay.
With the dissipation of magic and clanging of swords upon metal and seeming flesh, the targets that you fought and their green nature and eerie presence vaporize. And the only thing that is left is a few pieces of armor and clothing. And the echoes of battle.
Examine the armor.
So I
With caution, of course.
yeah.
With caution.
Remember what happened last time we touched a suit of armor?
Well, we know who did
I
that.
didn't touch
Breker
it this
flips
time.
off Van.
I didn't touch it this time. They came on all on their own.
All in,
without us touching them, so.
all in favor with Mesh touching the armor this time. Say aye.
Oh yeah,
Aye.
exactly. Just be careful.
No, that he probably did this. It was him.
Give me an investigation check.
It's his fault.
19 plus whatever.
All
19
of the
plus.
armor look identical in form and make, and there's just a standard issued chainmail armor that is just very nice filigree to it.
Huh.
Chuck it in the bag, I guess.
Is it elven? It's not elven chain, is it?
No.
So there's a set of chainmail.
Correct.
I think I know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking how to add this to the bag of holding.
You have a new bag. We have no space problem anymore.
We have a second bag.
Yes, we have no space issues.
I will let you know that you will need to Google how heavy this is in order to track it properly. But either way, the chainmail will have its weight added to the bag if you add it to the bag. It is not a lightweight thing.
Velen, is
It
there
is
any
armor.
chance of this stuff coming back to life later on?
I
Like while we're
would
resting
love
our
to
sleep?
know the answer to your question myself.
There's no. Should we check to see if there's any runes on them?
What is
I
there
did
to
a
check?
28 on. I did 28 on the investigation, so.
Okay, never mind. Mesh already.
Yeah, okay. Mesh, that's all you got.
Mhm.
I don't.
Nothing else in the room, right?
Yeah, it seems like the great swords are just like these very thin great swords with very rudimentary wrapping, and the sword hilt on the scabbard is like very basic, and they don't even have a sheath for them or holding thing. They just look like they're just standard guard weaponry that are like a little bit thinner and more elegantly kind of designed, but they're nothing besides just being ordinary.
Alright, are we heading out or taking a break? That's the question.
Are you
Short.
close to?
Taking a break.
I'm good.
Right.
I'm down 9 points only.
Are we not going to take a
Fine.
break?
I don't need a break. Do you need a break?
Who needs a break?
You mean an in real life break or a?
Well, this I was
In-game
wondering.
break.
Is it?
Real life break. I need to be wrapping up.
We're gonna
soon.
wrap up soon anyways, so
Oh, okay. Well then I guess an in-game break then. Do we need an in-game break? I mean, I lost a few. I'm slightly wounded, but it's not yet grievous.
Do you? I guess my question is, do you need to recharge your? Are you wanting to recharge your second wind stuff, or?
Well, I was just thinking about this superiority die. I used up like 4 out of 5
Okay.
of them. That's the only thing I could like charge up, so I didn't use the second wind.
Do you think that you could go with another, like, one more battle just fine?
Yeah, but yeah, I can. I understand. I've just got 1 left.
So what we can do is maybe do one more battle and then take a rest.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There was another battle.
Yeah. Hopefully there won't be.
would you like to do
But
next?
I'll use my second wind to get some max out my HP.
Knock it off. Poe dissipates.
Oh yeah, my spiritual.
Goldy, your rage dissipates.
Alright,
You're muted, Goldy.
I said, ah!
I was like, it looked
I'm
like a
not
good
that angry
monologue.
I'm not that angry anymore. Let us proceed to the next vicinity, yes?
Sure.
alright,
On the way to the ring, I'm gonna continue my distance from you.
yeah. Heading
How
out.
is that funny?
Heading out, stealthing past the rubble of this tower, and I glance at Van if he's super interested in this tower or not.
Which one? The spinny one?
Yeah.
I mean, if it looks like there's a way up there we could try, that wouldn't kill us. But
Benny.
there's also this big dome building back here that could be.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna be.
This is interesting.
As we get
and it's
past,
on the way to this. The
As
battle
we-
building.
as we get past like this point, Rob, do I still see the ring pointing the same direction? Has it changed closer to us?
1 second. It is going that way, yes.
Okay, still that way.
Closer to this
I guess.
direction.
My guess is it's around here.
Would you guys be willing? Yeah. Would you? Should we take a detour to the dome and the gold light, and then kind of like do a Z pattern where we go
Oh, wait.
up and down?
A detour to that domed building in front of us.
Yeah,
Alright.
In
like
front of
maybe
me.
we would do. Let me measure it out for you. So we would go to the dome, check it out, go to the sun, and then make our way back in this direction. Kind
I
of
feel like the sun is gonna be the big fight with something.
Yeah.
If we
Well,
go
we'll
there
make
right
sure-
away.
We'll make
if
sure
we
we
go there
rest
right
up.
away.
We'll rest before we
I
go
don't
there.
know. I think that part of me thinks it's too easy.
What? Because it's
So
just
we get
there
to
and
the
can
golden
see
thing
it?
Yeah.
and a screen pops up. Are you sure you want to continue?
Van, give me
To the point of no return.
Vanvalor, give me another perception check,
Trinity
please.
side
We'll
quests you wanna put in?
we'll look for that. We'll look for it.
Yeah.
Vanvalor, I
about-
would like you to give me an Arcana check or a perception check, your choice.
Me?
Van.
Who?
Oh.
Sorry.
Probably Arcana, because so let's find perception.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna say it has to be
Arcana.
Arcana, so that's fine.
Sweet. 16.
The glass chamber on the tower is rotating slowly, oscillating in a clockwise direction.
Oh.
Do I see,
How
like,
slowly?
Very slowly, like almost indiscernible from your distance, but you were interested with it from the beginning, so
It's just
I'm letting you kind of pick this additional piece up.
It's a clock.
it'd be funny if it was just a
It
restaurant.
has just a little clock tower. That's
Just
cute.
like a restaurant that overlooks
Looking
the city.
through
Just the
the
Space
door,
Needle
there's
in
no
Seattle.
door. It's just like an archway, and there does seem to be a coiling staircase that goes around in the interior wall as you guys approach the tower.
is this what we're doing?
This is the tower that has the rotating clock thing?
Yeah, you guys said you were going near there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say if I'm gonna pass this, I'll look for.
I mean, if you're
entrances.
even just peeking in nearby, you're gonna be able to see the thing. You don't know what's at the top of the staircase, so it's fine.
I was gonna say I think it's worth a shot to go up there because we might get a better glimpse.
The most of the debris
Can I-
carry is in this area, like near that tower. Most of the debris is around that
Yeah.
area.
Well, I was gonna say we would be able to get a higher vantage point to look out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm down
Sure.
for this. Alright then. Heading closer to the tower, investigating for traps, etc.
Okay. Despite being able to look for traps, let's do that first.
$14 plus 9.
21, 23.
Yep.
You
23.
do not see any traps on the way up the stairs. Or are you climbing the stairs?
I'm climbing the stairs, keeping a distance from a bit, like 15 feet.
Yeah. So the sky, as you descend to the sky, in the staircase, you realize that the tower is actually up to 120 feet tall now that you're climbing it. And the glass chamber at the top of it is actually about a 30-foot distance from the base of the top of the tower to the base of the chamber. There's another 30-foot gap. So this thing is basically like from the top of the tower, from the bottom of the tower to the bottom of the glass chamber that's floating is 150 feet.
Out of breath from the stairs.
Yeah.
It's still
Can
high
we
up.
see anything in the glass?
This will take you a good 5 minutes to climb all the way up to the top of the stairs, just walking.
Right.
I'm not sure how to get up there.
Can we see anything in the glass?
Yeah, there's
This
some
is
sort of
empty.
rubble up there. There's some things inside of the chamber, but
Hey,
you can't
Mesh,
quite
if you
see
are-
it through the floor. You can notice that the little spire things that kind of be held look like you could, like they're sticking out above the top of it. So like a crown. So like the glass chamber looks like a kind of a big, like orb that's like flat, or a big cylinder, kind of like a flattened can, if you will. And then it's just made out of glass.
Mhm.
And then there's like 4 little spires that kind of wrap around almost like a claw, and they go poke up over it. Almost like a gem
Interesting.
kind of setting. But they're not like clawed
Does it look
in,
like
they're
there's
like
any way-
poking out.
Yeah. Is there any way to like? Does it look like there's any mechanisms nearby that we could use to lower it?
Not that you can see, no.
Through the glass, any entrances we see on the top, maybe on the sides?
You can't see anything on the top based off of your current position being directly under it. All you see is the rubble on the floor.
Do we see the mechanism that's like keeping it aloft on top of the tower? Is it some kind of
It's
energy
hovering.
wave? It's just blank hovering, nothing, no
oscillating.
glows.
You don't see anything. Magic, homie.
Well, if no one objects, I'll probably cast Fly on myself.
Sure.
See if I
Mesh,
can get up
come on.
there.
I can throw you up there, and you can try and grab something.
I'm
Is
gonna
there anything-
cast fly.
Yeah, you can cast fly.
Cool. I'll do that and fly
There's
up
a
above the
ruined
little
roof.
chamber.
There's a ruined roof on top of this thing.
Ruined wolf.
You can literally just walk
Cool.
in.
Okay, I'll go in.
Oh,
It is a
ruined
40-foot
roof.
diameter room that seems to be made out of glass, and it has a panoramic view of the city from inside the chamber.
Is there
I can only get up to
anything in
my
there?
If you're looking around yourself, like without turning over anything and like kind of like sifting through stuff, you can't see anything just on a cursory glance now. You'd have to actually probably get your
I'll
hands
search.
inside. Okay. This one actually doesn't require you to roll anything because it's going to be pretty easy to find. But now that it lies in ruin, you can see that there is some kind of like furnishings that are smashed inside. It almost looks like this might have been some kind of meeting place. Like we're talking like
Interesting.
furniture. There looks like the remnants of like coffee tables, just splintered wood, potentially like bookshelves, other things like that. But probably pretty sparse and Spartan. Even though it looks a little opulent, it seems that the glass is the main, entrance, like interest to the chamber rather than like the furnishings thereof. Kind of like having this very cool like sky tower thing. If you yep, you skipped all that stuff because you flew.
Skipped all-
You can see a miniature Netherese sky coach, fully intact, floating inside of a bottle, like a old school like think of like the people that design those massive like bottles that have the long tongs and like build
the ship on the
naval
inside.
ships inside,
Oh,
but
yeah.
this is a floating Netherese like sky coach inside instead.
That's really cool. But
Well, I'll be grabbing that.
You're not sure how much this would be worth, but probably a lot of money would
Wait.
be going for this if you were to sell this just outright in a shop.
Floating in the
I was
bottle.
hoping we could take it out and fly in it.
You
While he's
also
up
find
there-
some kind of wand sticking out of the rubble underneath the coffee table. And it, before you even grab it, you recognize the material that the wand is made out of.
What is it?
It's Charlatan.
Charlatan?
While he's up there, I'm casting Detect Magic.
You're
down
not up
here.
there.
No, while he's up there, I'm casting Detect Magic
I
down
see.
here.
You're waiting on him to get down by casting Detect Magic. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna nudge him. So that whole thing about me throwing you up there, it's still on the table.
If you throw
I'm
it
good.
out,
I'm good.
I'll grab
We
the.
are 100 plus feet up in the air. I don't want to.
I'll grab the Charlatan wand.
Okay. I will
Alright.
send you a DM.
Okay. I will shove things in whatever bag I have that
Mhm.
I brought or can carry things down with.
Oh, sorry, not Detect Magic. I'm casting Identify, waiting for him to come down.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Set
ask
the
him
wrong-
about what he saw, like
Diff-
out on the city through the window.
Actually, that's a good point. Are there windows? Can we have a better vantage point of the city? Then again, I guess the
Oh, I
glacier.
guess that's true. Like, there's the floating glass above us, but then there's also the part where we might be.
Hmm.
1, 2, or 3, Dallan.
can we all get up there?
Let's go with 2.
2.
Yeah.
Give me a wisdom saving throw with advantage, please.
Good thing that's with advantage.
Damn it.
14.
Wow.
That's still not.
Picking up the wand to you feels like a white hot iron. but it's odd because it's almost like you are tased when you grab it and you have to hold it. And then you feel what I sent you, and the wand tilts, and you grin, and your eyes begin to flare as you resist and drop it. And then your hand feels like it's just very chilled.
So that's evil.
Kind of like that feeling where you touch dry ice and it's really, really fucking cold, but then you feel the burn.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, but so if there's nothing else, I'm probably gonna leave that here so as to not introduce it to the world.
Yeah, your guess is that despite that problem, this could definitely be used as spellcasting focus.
Yeah.
For someone that could handle it.
Not anyone here or that I ever want to meet.
Be friends with.
Yeah. So. Yeah,
also, I'm going to skip ahead on this when you get through things. If you want to mark that 3 Sky Coach bottle, that is worth 750 gold if you guys were ever to sell it. Chalcedony would very easily be able to appraise this.
Cool. I will give it
and also, Chalcedony, you would notice that the 750 gold is not just in the magical construction and artistic value of the Sky Coach itself, but the bottle is made out of a very, very fine crystal that was shaped with magic so that there are no impurities in the bottle.
Wow. Okay, so it seems pretty valuable.
And it does seem like there's some minor enchantments on the inside of it so that it will not be lost to time.
Oh, okay.
Like,
So he's snagging that one.
What was that? Trying to think of how you would interpret this. Think of it kind of like a bag of holding, where it's kind of like it's just held there, but it's not like really subjected to any elements, so it's like hard for time to kind of eat away at it, if that makes sense. It's not really like any elements
like
inside
that.
of it. It's kind of like a vacuum sealed bag.
Suspended in time. Yeah, like a vacuum.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. With that, you realize that Vanvalor can fly back. Van, I'd say that throughout your journey, your fly spell dissipates probably by the end of this. You would be able to give the information and fly to the bottom, so you don't have to use your legs to go down the stairs if you wish. You guys can descend the stairs of the tower once again, remaining back down in the rubble. It will take you guys all another 5 minutes to descend the tower. And at this point, you have all used up 1 hour and 10 minutes of your time here in Ythrin. And that is where we pick up with the next time as you look down the causeway at the domed building that you seem to be interested in a palatial hexagonal shaped building rising at the crowned end of this area. And it has a glittering dome roof. A double door stands on one side, slightly open. And that is where we're going to pick up next week. I hope you guys had a great time this week. I'm sorry I was ill-prepared for some things, but I'm glad we could figure out some solutions.
Whenever you say that, it didn't seem like you was all prepared, but okay. Maybe I just can't
I think
tell.
it's probably more from my perspective, knowing just how many
your
possible
perspective.
iterations there could have been for today.
For me, it seemed great.
That's also why it's totally okay that you have to check,
Yeah.
because there's just so many.
I mean, the combat you guys had tonight is literally a dice roll, followed by 2 dice rolls to get that result.
Huh.
Not to mention,
And I have
it
the dice
required
rolls.
Mesh to do something, and then, or not Mesh, but like it required you guys to decide where you're gonna go, what specifically you're going to do,
How?
like this situation to be met, and then dice rolls to be done, like in order. It's just like this. It could have been like 25 deviations to get to the same result, or it could have been like a bunch.
See, if we'd have gone to the amphitheater like Cal said in the first place, we could have avoided that. That's all I'm saying.
You would have got a different problem, like most of these places.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been those.
Yep. All right, so yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind tracking that as well, I'll keep tracking it as much as I can. But yeah, hour 10 minutes will be relevant later for different reasons, for different
Definitely
things.
for
But yeah,
my-
hour and 10 minutes inside your throne.
Okay.
What do you guys think? You guys see the city? So cool, right?
Pretty
There's so much to explore. It's just literally almost overwhelming. If this is really is representative of
I think
how
from
much
a
stuff there
player
is in there.
standpoint, this place is fucking huge.
We're gonna
But
be
from
here
a
for
DM
months.
standpoint,
I
it's
don't
very
like what you-
manageable.
I don't like what you just said though about the 1 hour 10 minutes. It seems like we have limited time.
No, I think it's just cat along a journey. That's all.
No, I
Right.
think we have limited time.
Well, you
We
guys
are
all,
trying to
as
chase-
characters, know that you're on the clock for whenever the hell, the things that you've been exposed to
We are on the
want to
clock
say
for
that they're
two
after you.
things.
You don't know
Think
how
about
when
it.
that's gonna happen.
We could spend like weeks in this place. I just don't see how the game would allow you to spend weeks in a place and clean everything out of it, every possibility. So it's probably limited time.
We're on the clock
This
for two
place
things.
is so full of stuff that you're not meant to get through everything.
We're
Say-
going shopping,
say-
boys.
I would be very surprised if you guys got through everything here.
No, I'm not just saying just us, just anyone playing this game. If they was doing this alone in this city, a team could choose to say, "Oh, well, we're just going to clean up the whole city." So there must be something in there in the game to stop that happening, which is probably a time limit.
Oriel's coming behind us, and there's people in front of us. We need to manage both.
Whatever it is, it's either that or there's like a whole like bunch of like almost unassailable enemies or
Also,
something. in there.
didn't KO the
The
vampire.
vampire,
Right.
yep.
The what?
Vampire.
Vampire.
Oh, that vampire! Did that vampire follow us?
Probably.
He might be
Oh,
here. You'll figure
Might-
out when we hear someone laughing.
We didn't check behind us to see if there was like tracks or any signs of someone following us. Because
I did. I mean,
Oh,
not
you did?
but-
we checked the
It's
tracks.
So
in front
dumb
of
that I
us,
didn't
not behind.
actually like plan to like figure out ahead of time, like just for my own notes, like where the ring of partnership was gonna go. I had in my head like a general area. I was like, oh, that's probably where this thing is, but I was just like, I don't remember where specifically that was. So I'm just like scanning, like quickly skimming through all the places here. I'm like, where the fuck is that? and of course it's like down at the very bottom of the list as far as like numbered locations. I was like, for goodness sakes. There's so many places here. It has to be one of the last ones, doesn't it? But I put it in a location that will hopefully lead you guys, like basically help you keep going, you know, to the next thing. That was my design with this, is like, this is meant to get you guys going to the location and then kind of go to the next one and then go to the next one and go to the next one. It's like very much like a lead, which is nice.
So guys, if you look at the tower at the very top between the ice pillars, that's the one tower that's broken. That could be the one we found in the ice.
Illuminati confirmed.
Dun dun dun.
Good catch.
Also, I wanted to show you guys this.
Good
This is
cat.
something that's kind of fun to look at. If you zoom way out for a second. Yeah. You guys zoomed out?
Mhm.
You see my pointer?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you see this thing right here?
Yeah.
And then you can see this one.
Mhm.
Yeah,
See this right here?
Mhm.
broken one that fell down.
That's the end of it. All the way up there.
Hmm.
Oh wow, yeah.
Why is
And
that one
if
so
you
much
look here, there's
longer?
another, this thing. And this thing.
Mhm.
Hmm.
What
What
was
they
the other
be?
thing?
Just like, are they support structures or just so you can just quickly like elevator?
Also, just for Mesh's reason, like you can see this one's broken, right? That's the one you were talking about.
Yeah.
There's this one
Well,
too,
there's one we
right?
can't-
They're
there's
pretty
one we
evenly
can't
spaced,
see.
right?
Mhm.
There should
And
be
these are
one
all
there, and
evenly
there's another.
spaced,
So there's one over here.
This one is.
but look at this
There's
area.
one we can't see.
Yeah, it all got shoved in. Oh, that's the crashing point, of course.
Yeah.
And look at this point over here.
Yeah, I
We
think
can't
there's
see
one
that.
there and one here.
Man,
Right, right,
We
so
wouldn't be able
that-
to take into that ice and see if there was anything there.
That's not ice and snow on top of it. That's what's left of the city. Like there are chunks of it missing now.
I think that ice has grown over after it crashed.
Well, yeah, yes, and then it has, but I'm sure there are parts of it just went and just gone.
Some of it, yes, although it didn't do as much damage as you'd think, because you'd think the whole front of it would be like cracked and smashed up,
Okay,
but it's not.
now before we close stream, let's go around the horn real quick. I already asked this to Cari because I thought it was interesting. When you first looked at this map and after thumbing through it a little bit, what are you most interested in?
All of it. There's like so many. I want to know. To be honest, I was curious about this stuff buried in the like ice, and I was curious about like all these little buildings and houses and things. Like what are they? Like what? And I was curious about. Okay, what the people living here were all like wizards, and you know what. And I was wondering about how many people were there and what they were doing, and then what these, obviously the various structures. You know how.
Okay.
They use them in their daily lives and stuff like that. I don't know. There's just so much. Like I said, it's like there's so much stuff on the map.
How about you, Chef?
When you showed us that second image, it looks like those lights are on in the upper 3 windows, and I was just like, someone's home. Gotta go find them.
That's it.
Did you like how they had that cool
everywhere.
like lost to time stained glass look? I thought that was really neat. Okay.
The top of the tower is definitely a go-to point.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it looks cool. Is that what you were gonna say on Dallan?
No, the orchard
Orchard?
and this big dome on the top left are the two.
Okay.
You're looking for a library though, right?
Yeah. My thought was one of the big squarey structures would be librries.
Big
What about
squarey
the
structures.
small
I think it might be this one
well
over here.
spotted, Mesh.
in
I
between
love
the...
squares.
Dome could be like an astrology area.
Because shelves, Rob, books are in shelves. Shelves have to be ordered in rectangular areas.
I think the library might be this one over here.
Let
in the
me
top
ask you
left,
something,
the
Mesh.
square
Is
one.
a
it's
Professor
buried.
Orb a book?
No.
Good point.
It is a book.
Debatable.
Professor
said
Scan
it's
is
not a
technically a book.
Right.
I thought he said he's not a book.
He is. He's literally a currently written
Talking
book. He
book.
just responds with questions and answers as if it was an like a logical thing of knowledge. That's basically him. Goldy, how about you?
Was this person?
So I too am
Yes,
interested with the 3 panels of glass, because to me that looks like a Devil May Cry level where there's gonna be a boss and you're inside a massive hall.
Sephiroth
I'm
is
super
inside.
interested. Basically, yeah, just like okay, cool. The light shines in. All right, let's begin battle.
And then
We need to
we'll get to
prepare
Cari because now
for the
she can tell you
boss.
what she liked.
I can't remember what I said initially. I think I said that it didn't look like how I imagined, and then you showed me the other photo, and I was like, oh, that's how I imagined.
So as a player, when I first looked at it, I saw all this other stuff, and like before I even read up on anything, I was like, okay, so obviously the tower is really cool, right? The center one.
I wasn't done.
What, Cari?
Can I say one more thing? I wasn't quite done. Okay. Also, thinking on it now, it almost looks like those pillars that you were showing us that were broken off. Almost look like it's grown out of the center into the city. Like it wasn't
Ooh.
supposed to be like that.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's my thought.
It looks
The other
like a
thing that I
tree.
thought, so again, I thought that when I was looking before I read anything about this, I was like, oh, this thing in the center is really cool looking, like underneath the tower. But I looked around the tower and I was like, most of this stuff doesn't really like catch my eye, but then like this thing was really tripping me out. There's like a bunch of other stuff going around with this kind of tower.
It's like a snaky fog.
Yeah, it's some kind of like spell effect, or maybe it was like because you know how the rest of it kind of looks icy. It's all kind of like icy effects. I was like, I wonder if this is like an icy effect on this thing.
I labeled one of the towers the ghosty posty.
The ghosty posty. Where's that?
It's
Oh,
tiny.
right here?
There.
It's like the ghost spiraling around it.
That's funny.
This one over here is like the battle droid tower.
Oh my gosh, it looks like something out of Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little battle droid.
Also, this thing, I don't know, this little tiny
I'm
one looks
interested
like a
that each
spire,
of
like a
these-
baby carrot on the other end, like a little thingy.
I'm interested that all of the towers going around the edge like close to the main one, have symbols on the front that glow as you
And
go
they're
around
all
the circle.
different and different colors also. Like
Mm.
that's
Yeah.
red, this is orange, this is blue, this is yellow. That means they have different purposes, and together they do something.
Something that caught my eye for sure is in this circle over here. Right here.
Yeah, I
think
was
it's the
just
right
saying
finger.
that feels
Right
like
here.
a crypt or a temple or something like that.
I was just dragging it because you can zoom in. I don't know if you guys zoomed in, but you can zoom in way far. There's tons of detail
Oh yeah.
on this.
Yep. You can zoom in very detailed.
This area feels like a soldier training area, maybe. Like there's a fighting ditch.
Or
King or Mayor's house.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Where
maybe.
the
Reminds me a little
royal
bit of the Taj Mahal.
I like the mushroom street lamps.
Yeah.
They're very cute.
Hmm.
I
Yeah, I
didn't
think the
even know.
library might be on the left side over here, in front of this little like
Let me see where the library
ditch.
is.
Can we wrap
you-
it up soon so I can start?
Yes, I will
getting-
stop streaming here so we can hang out and Cari can go to bed or get ready for bed. Excuse me. Thank you guys so much for watching. We had a great time doing a little bit of post game with you guys here. I know that I didn't have the map zoomed in too much, but sorry about that. See you guys next time. Bye.
Is it Saturday yet?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.